Attorneys at Law, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, Potter's Bar and Grill, McClure and Wolf Certified Public Accountants, David Bates, your local Allstate Insurance Agent, Jeff Dennis at Remax Select Realty, Montgomery Medical, Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales, the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, T-Berry Law Office and Attorney Vincent T-Berry, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Reese Warehouse in Smithfield, Cherokee Recycling, Ben's Construction Warehouse, Chips Residential Services, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, the C. Harper Auto Group, Fulham's Full Service, All Around Fence Company, Patrick Mahoney for South Union Township Supervisor, Jared Billy for Uniontown City Council, Clayton Holmes of Bell Vernon, Ford of Uniontown, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, the Ratcliffe Martin Law Firm, United Bank, Mauser's Tire Center, James Santilli for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians, NR Transit, Gary's Auto Sales, Movement Physiotherapy, Armana Pharmacy, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Uniontown, SWGI and U.S. Digestive Health, Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, Stewart Collision, Uniontown Detailing, Casey Sports Cafe, Target Safety Solutions, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, George Dental Associates, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, Suchi Brothers Pizza, Sandy Howe Notary Services, Marcon Building Supplies, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, Watson Mundorf LLP, Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, and by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Now stay tuned for the South Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS.
From Mustang Field here at Laurel Highlands High School, it's time for high school football action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight, the 1-0 Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the 0-1 Ambridge Bridgers. Aaron Raffle in his first year as the head coach of the Mustangs. Sherman McBride in his fifth year as the head coach of the Ambridge Bridgers. As always, our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. In the background, you can probably hear Steve Superick getting ready for the game as well, taping down all of his charts. And Steve, a lot of similarities between these two programs. Last week, Laurel Highlands down Uniontown 27-0. Ambridge fell to Western Beaver 42-7. But both of these programs were 4-5 a season ago.
Yeah, Mustangs did what they had to do last week, Brian. They got the job done. Some timely plays there. The kickoff return was the key to the game. Probably they kicked the opening kickoff of the second half back for touchdown, and then got an onside or pooch kick, if you will, and scored on the next play. So before Uniontown got to touch the ball, they were down 7-0 at the halftime, and then before they even touched the ball, they were down 21-0 or 20-0, and pretty much it was over after that. So the Mustangs did everything they needed to do. They played pretty good defense, and offensively they weren't great, but they weren't terrible either. They were just they were very workmanlike, and it was a good hard-nosed victory.
You go back to last year, Laurel Highlands made the trip to Ambridge. Unfortunately, only got a couple of plays in, had a couple of delays due to lightning stoppages. They eventually canceled the games. This will be the first time these two programs have actually met since the 2004 season. So it'll be interesting to see how things kind of span out here tonight between the Mustangs and the Bridgers.
Yeah, should be interesting. The Bridgers, of course, they lost last week, but they've had a pretty good tradition, pretty good football up there usually. So even though they lost last week, I don't think the Mustangs can take them lightly for sure. And could be a heck of a ball game tonight.
Yeah, the player to watch on the Ambridge side, their quarterback DJ Kane getting some Division I looks, and he really accounted for most of their offense against Western Beaver last week. 74 passing yards, 42 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. And really outside of Kane, there wasn't too much to write home about.
No, and but you know, when you got a Division I athlete playing this level of football, he can take over a game. So the Mustangs are going to have to key on him. And looking down there on the field, watching him warm up, he's the closest guy to us, Brian. He looks like a pretty big player there. He's 6'1", 205, and he looks actually a little bigger than that. So Mustangs are going to have their hands full.
Yeah, Laurel Highlands got a pair of rushing touchdowns from Gio Guerriere last week, a rushing score from Noah Lyon. You mentioned that big kickoff return for a touchdown from Nick Crouch in the 27-0 win over Uniontown. And Gary Frankhauser is going to be patrolling the sidelines tonight. And Gary, looks like a pretty good evening for you to be down on the field.
Absolutely, Brian, and really looking forward to this. And I took the opportunity to go down on the field during these warm-ups and talk briefly with Coach McBride. And he said that the key to last week's game was turnovers, that his squad wasn't on their P's and Q's with regard to possession of the ball. And the turnovers really made the game change drastically in favor of their opponent last week. So he said that he was focusing this week on ball control and ball maintenance to make sure that they don't have those turnovers this week. He did say that he watched the film for the Mustangs and was impressed with Noah Lyon, the quarterback, and also Gary Ayer, running back, and he's going to be looking to try to stop the running game for the Mustangs.
It should be a lot of fun tonight. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Montgomery Medical and Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ambridge Bridgers. We'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, Aaron Raffel, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The summer sales event now until September 2nd at Thurby's Riverside Ford. Listen up. All new Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, Bronco, and F-150 come with 0% financing for 48 months. Now that's a summer sales event deal.
The all-new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab Hybrid 4x4s come with $3,000 in factory rebates plus 3.9% for 60 months plus a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan.
Check out these low payments, just $3.99 per month to lease a new 2025 Ford Escape or Bronco Sport Big Bend with 0 down payments and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan.
Ford Motor Credit financing required. 3-year lease is based on 10,500 miles per year. Tax and tags extra. Offer ends September 2nd, but hurry. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your 26-time President's Award-winning dealer.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you are not only getting great coverage, but you are also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like Uniontown Allstate agent David Bates, because he works every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Contact David Bates at 724-439-9700 for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands. Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
Attention, Uniontown residents. When you head to the polls this November, remember to cast your vote for Uniontown City Councilman Jared Billy. Jared has proudly served as a council member for many years and is committed to serving all Uniontown residents with integrity, honesty, and old-fashioned hard work. So this fall, when you are considering your options on the ballot, remember to vote for Jared. He's working for you. Vote Jared Billy this November for Uniontown City Council.
Paid for by the candidate.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Mark-On Building Supply has provided the tri-state area with ready-mix concrete and building supplies for decades. Family-owned and operated and built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and exceptional quality, Mark-On is your local leader for ready-mix concrete, precast, lumber, tools, electrical, plumbing, lawn care, and general building supply needs. Visit the store in Marksleysburg or call Mark-On today at 724-329-5542. Mark-On Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building and construction needs.
Brian Rozak back here at the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football on WMBS tonight. The Ambridge Bridgers of Laurel Highlands taking on the Mustangs, being joined now by the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Aaron Raffel. And Aaron, I'd be happy with the way your coaching debut went, a 27-0 win over Uniontown last Friday night.
Oh, absolutely. And all the credit goes to the kids. And those guys worked their tails off to get to that point. And I think they did a great job, especially coming out in the second half the way they did.
Yeah, a lot of energy. You take the second half kickback for a touchdown. They come back with an onside kick and recover it, kind of your mindset going into the locker room and the way the kids executed things to start the second half of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we went in and we basically wanted to make sure that they were all on the same page as we were, and wanted to make sure that they weren't getting down on themselves for only being up by 7. I think they were anticipating a little bit more of a point spread going into the halftime, but they definitely recovered pretty well for that.
How impressive was that kickoff return from Nick Crouch?
Well, let me tell you, that was awesome. I don't know if you know, I lost my father at the beginning of August.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I appreciate that. And Nick told me that he was dedicating the season to my dad. And right after that kick return, that was the first thing he said when he gave it to me on the sidelines. That was for your dad, Coach.
That's certainly pretty special.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They're all great kids. It's a great family.
And I thought Jackson there did a fantastic job executing the onside kick as well.
Oh yeah, him and Scotty, the way they executed that was phenomenal. It was very well done. Very proud of those guys.
Anytime your defense can pitch a shutout, that's always a good thing.
Oh, absolutely, and we strive for that. You know, we put a lot of focus on making sure we've got good contain, we've got some toughness up front, and we just try to keep gains to a minimum.
And now moving into the second game of the season against Ambridge, where these two teams met, you only got a couple of plays in against one another due to some storms moving in and various lightning delays that led to a game postponement. Your thoughts on the matchup with the Bridgers the second time around?
Well, I know our guys are fired up. They're looking forward to this game because they didn't get to play the one last year. It's going to be a pretty good matchup. They've got some athletes. Their quarterback is definitely one to be reckoned with. So we'll keep an eye on him and try to keep him contained.
Yeah, both teams kind of had similar seasons last year. Ended up 4-5. They lost their opener against a pretty good Western Beaver team last week.
Yes, they did. We got a little bit of film on them through that game, and that team actually looked pretty good, the Western Beaver team.
Yeah, talking to their head coach, Sherman McBride, he said that Kane, their quarterback, you had mentioned getting some D1 looks, so I think he's certainly going to be a player they're going to have to kind of key in on to try to slow down on Friday night.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, we're trying to keep him contained as much as we can and bring some pressure at him.
All right, a nice stretch of games here to get you ready for the start of conference play. That will begin with Chartiers Valley at the end of September. Of course, Ambridge this week. You'll travel and play games at Southmoreland and Indiana before hosting Mount Pleasant. So hopefully your Mustangs can kind of get a little momentum rolling here.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to all of those, and I think it's good for us as a new staff working together, and it's good for our kids as putting in new systems, offensive and defensive, and just getting everybody's feedback, so to speak.
And kids have to be excited for playing their home opener as well on Friday.
Oh, definitely. We've got expectations for a pretty good turnout, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing everybody in those stands.
And Coach, appreciate your time. Always best of luck against Ambridge. We'll see you out there on Friday night.
Sounds good. I appreciate your time.
Laurel Highlands head coach Aaron Raffle joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll talk to Ambridge head coach Sherman McBride right after this.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned business.
Hi, WPIAL.
Hey, I switched the phone over to our own network so it wouldn't drop.
Okay.
2-4
888-410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school football teams a successful and healthy 2025 season.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday's Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
High school football on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Ambridge Bridgers, being joined now by Sherman McBride, Ambridge's head coach. And Sherman, kind of a tough start for your program last week, a 42-7 loss against Western Beaver.
Well, at this point in time, like I told them, the first game was a game of ups and downs. First 2 series were close. They ran a fake punt on us, and it seemed like right after that, it went downhill right after that. And then the mistakes started happening, and I told them, we have to change. We have to change the culture of this whole thing. We can't be like the old days at Ambridge where if something don't go right, just start putting your head down and feeling sorry for yourself. That I told them since I've been over it, that has come excuse my French, I'm sorry. That has come to a cease. So, we have to get better as far as responding to the for our
Well, you guys were 4-5 last year, kind of similar to Laurel Highlands. Unfortunately, didn't get a chance to really play much of that game against the Mustangs. Your thoughts on the matchup this time around?
Well, you know what? That was the thing. We didn't have the opportunity to see what either team could do against one another because of the thunderstorm that night. But from the film that we was watching, it seemed like they have a good line play, and I was very impressed with their quarterback and their running back.
Yeah, always tough in your conference. You look at some of the foes you have to face later on in the season, especially teams like Montour, Blackhawk, West Allegheny, Aliquippa. Really no easy nights out.
No. I mean, this is the hand that was dealt with them, and like I told them before, you win the games that you're supposed to win, and you try to maintain yourself going into the fourth quarter and giving yourself a chance to win the rest of those games.
Who are some of the guys on your team that we should look out for on Friday night?
Of course, you have to look out for our quarterback. He's a Division I player. His name is DJ King. He's 6'1", about 205 pounds. He went to the finals in the 100 in the AAA WPIAL. He clocked in at a 10-9, so he has speed to burn. Our couple of linemen we have, Logan Wolf, he's a 3-year starter, and Quinn Catch is a 3-year starter. But we have 5 or 6 guys that played a lot last year. 8 starters coming back, and also, again, like I said, we have to get better as a team.
That's Sherman McBride, the head coach of the Ambridge Bridgers. We'll talk to Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
Hi, come on in. How are you feeling?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,940.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all
The
states.
T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatrics, cosmetics, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprowls Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, we appreciate you taking the time to join us here again.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. We're off and running here in the high school football season. It feels weird that we have our second round of games, and it's still just the end of August now that teams going to have 2 games in the books before September even starts.
Last week really turned out to be a great week for Fayette County schools. Of course, here on WMBS, we had Laurel Highlands 27-0 win over Uniontown. Connellsville knocked off Greater Latrobe. Fraser was able to get by Summit Academy in a thrilling game. Also, Albert Gallatin picked up a win over Greensburg-Salem. So hopefully some of those Fayette County schools can ride some momentum here into the second week of the regular season.
So all around a pretty good week for the teams down in Fayette County. Obviously, Laurel Highlands getting that rivalry win over Uniontown and shutting them out, too, which was a pretty impressive performance from the Laurel Highlands defense. And as we get into this week's game, they get an Ambridge team who really struggled offensively last year. And last week, Ambridge got throttled by Western Beaver 42-7. So Ambridge last year only averaged about 19 points a game, I think. And their 7 points in last week's game came when they were already in the mercy rule in the fourth quarter. So Laurel Highlands is going to have a chance to start off the season on a really strong foot defensively here, which is pretty exciting to see. And their offense kind of got rolling in the second half of the game, but overall, like you mentioned, the Fraser game, that was a 43-40 just shootout against Summit Academy, and that Summit Academy team that Fraser beat, you never know where they're going to be, because that's a school for adjudicated youth up in Butler County, and they have complete roster turnover every year because most kids only have to go there for like 12 to 18 months of their, court sentence. So they turn over a whole team every year, and you never know how they're going to be. So for Fraser to have to play them in week 0 with 0 film on what they were going to look like, and nice win for Fraser coming out too, especially after they only won a few games last year.
Hey, you look at Laurel Highlands and Ambridge, actually pretty similar to last year. Both schools were 4 and 5. You remember back to last year's game between the two schools only lasted a couple of plays before a few lightning delays ended up leading to a game cancellation. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams here in 2025 match up against each other on the field.
Yeah, and I think the other interesting factor here is this is, now that we're into week 1 where the full slate of games is scheduled by the WPIAL, whereas last week, week 0, teams could go out and schedule their own games. Now we start to get into games where the WPIAL might start to consider the results when they look at potential wild cards for the playoffs. And anytime you get games where you have teams in the same classification playing each other, Ambridge being a 4A team in the Parkway Conference, Laurel Highlands being a 4A team in the Big 6 Conference, I think those ones are games that stand out because it's a good way to compare teams across conferences and say, okay, the team that finished at this spot in this conference is better than the team that finished at this spot in this conference, or potentially if they both finish in a third-place position and are vying for the wild card, that head-to-head result could be a factor.
Well, more with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz, getting you ready for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ambridge Bridgers High School football here on WMBS.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dominic, we have some exciting things to talk about. First things first, how is it almost Labor Day?
Hey, JC, that's a good question. Not as good as this offer. Listen to this. 2025 Ford F-150 XL XLT. We are taking up to $6,000 off MSRP and get these competitive rates as well. I'm talking 3.9 for 60 months, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84. And yes, you still get all the savings off the top and special rates. Just stop, click, or call and get all the details.
Dang, Dom, that is a good offer. Guys will be open on Labor Day from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m., so stop by and pay us a visit.
And remember, everyone, we still offer mobile service, online maintenance appointments, and our very popular pickup and delivery service.
Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's, or check us out at FordofUniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives, must finance with Ford Motor Credit, and not all customers will qualify.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
Hello. My name is James Santilli, and I am asking for your vote this November for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds. As a lifelong county resident, it would be an honor to represent you. I have lived my life, both personally and professionally, treating others how I would want to be treated, always with the foundation of good faith, recognizing we all have so much in common. I am seeking a political position, but it should be an apolitical office. That's my promise. I hope you will consider voting for me this November.
Paid for by the
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure and Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.McClureWolfCPAs.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure and Wolf, certified public accountant.
Prime Rozek back, continuing our conversation with Ian McMeans, getting you ready for the Ambridge Bridgers and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight, high school football. And Ian, another game that a lot of folks will have an eye on tonight, Bell Vernon taking on Aliquippa. These two schools were scheduled to play last year. That game didn't go off because of a lightning postponement. Of course, Bell Vernon, a new head coach. Numbers might be down a little bit this year, but should be a fun matchup tonight.
Yes, and it's kind of an interesting changeover of coaches here because last year, Aliquippa's former coach Mike Warfield, who had won multiple WPIAL titles and state titles there, decided to step back into the athletic director role. And then this year, Mike Warfield came back to the Aliquippa sidelines after taking 1 year off. And then Bell Vernon's kind of had the same thing happen. As you mentioned, Matt Humbert stepping back this year to just being the athletic director away from the football sidelines, although one of his assistant coaches has now taken over the head coaching role in Scott Breyer. I do think it's going to be an interesting game. This was another one last year. You mentioned the Lightning that canceled the Laurel Highlands Ambridge game. Lightning also canceled this Bell Vernon Aliquippa game last year that they were supposed to play up in Aliquippa, and this was a game last year that was two defending state champions. Bell Vernon had been coming off the 3A state title. Aliquippa had been coming off the 4A state title. So it was really hyped up as one of the games of the year, and they got in about 2 or 3 plays, and then kind of like the Laurel Highlands Ambridge game had to call it because of all the lightning. So this has kind of been a year in the waiting for this game to happen. I do think on the field, though, you mentioned the potential roster shortages at Bell Vernon. That's also something to watch with this Aliquippa team, that they had quite a few kids transfer out, a couple of them going to Hopewell, a couple of them going to some of the, like, I'll say, national recruiting powerhouses. Like they had one kid go to IMG Academy in Florida, a couple kids go to that St. Francis Academy in Maryland, those teams that play the big national schedules, things like that. So Aliquippa lost some really talented players that were kind of up and coming. So they also played a scrimmage last week. It's going to be interesting to see the first time on the field this season for both of those teams, how they stack up against each other.
And like Laurel Highlands, Fraser has, I think, a pretty good shot at going at 2-0 on the season. They take on Mapletown, who lost last week to Avella.
Yeah, Mapletown, this is the funny thing about the Tri-County South in 1A is that you can get these teams that, have a big group of seniors and rise up and go on this big run, right? We're 2 years removed from Mapletown going undefeated and winning the first playoff game in school history, winning the Tri-County South Conference title, and then all of a sudden last year they were back down at the bottom of the Tri-County South after that whole class graduated, that these small 1A size schools, they get these big classes come through and have a lot of success, but then after they graduate, it's a lot harder to replace them than it is for the larger schools to do that. So Mapletown's kind of fallen on some hard times here, and they just got throttled by Avella last week. So I agree. I think it sets up pretty well for a Fraser team that did bring some talented players back from last year, so they have a little bit of momentum carrying into the season. And I think overall, like looking at the Week 0 results, that was one of the big storylines, was that the teams that brought players back from last year and had that consistency and familiarity with each other seemed to perform a lot better than players or than teams that were trying to work in new starters, especially at the offensive skill positions.
And California also picked up a win last week. They host Cornell tonight. We'll actually have California on WMBS in a couple of weeks against Carmichael's. And this is a team that, of course, was in the WPIAL quarterfinals last year and lost to Clairton. And they're trying to make it 2-0 on the season this year as well.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, probably the 1A game of the week between California and Cornell. This is another one where, teams from different conferences taking on each other could potentially impact, wild cards or playoff seedings or whatever. But these are two programs that have both been really strong but kind of flown under the radar the last few years. California's really been the team to beat in the Tri-County South for the last decade. And Cornell has been a really solid program, made a couple semifinal runs, but they just unfortunately play in a conference with two-time defending WPIAL champs Fort Cherry and Bishop Canevin, who's been really strong lately. So Cornell's kind of like the third best team in their conference, but they're arguably still like a top 5 team in 1A just because of how strong they are. Both these teams play a tough physical brand of football, and I remember hearing an interview with the former Bishop Canevin head coach, Rich Johnson, and him saying, we would always look at who we would play the week after we had to play Cornell because we knew we would be in a physical battle against Cornell and just be beat up the following week and just have to hang on. So these are two teams, California's never backed down from anyone. They've always been strong in the trenches that want to run the ball and ground and pound. And Cornell's got a pretty good quarterback in Mark Stuckey and a really dynamic running back in Khalil Johnson. So this one should be a pretty good game, especially after the way California dominated last week.
Were you surprised at all? Connellsville's win last week over Greater Latrobe Falcons, an opportunity to get to 2-0 on the season tonight, but they're going to have a long road trip up at Meadville.
I think I was a little bit surprised. I did know that Latrobe lost some players from their team that went to the playoffs the last couple years. Obviously, Alex Tash, who was kind of their star running back linebacker, went off to Penn State, but his younger brother, Andy Tash, was still there, and he was a D1 recruit as well. So Latrobe has some talented players, and that's not to knock on Connellsville, but I didn't really know what Connellsville is bringing back this year, but a very nice win for them going up to Latrobe and getting that W. And Meadville has been a pretty solid program up in District 10 for a while, so it'll be interesting to see how that one kind of plays out between those two teams.
And the other Fayette County Independents, actually two of them played earlier. Albert Gallatin played last night against Carrick. Uniontown had a 3:30 kick this afternoon as well down at Couple Stadium against Perry Traditional Academy. The other Fayette County Independent in action tonight is Brownsville. They're hosting St. Clairsville of Ohio. They had trouble getting points on the board last week in their opener.
Yeah, Brownsville got smoked by Bentworth, and Bentworth right now, I talked about Mapletown a little bit earlier, is the team that kind of rose up in the Tri-County South. That's kind of how I see Bentworth this year. They've got a really dynamic running back in Ben Hayes that can kind of do a lot of good things for them and a pretty strong group of seniors around him that I think Bentworth may actually be one of the top challengers to California in the Tri-County South, and they haven't won a conference title since like the 80s, I think. So it could be a really nice story to kind of watch Bentworth this year and just keep an eye on them and see how they're able to, potentially have a historic season down there. Those are the fun stories that I love to track, right? Like when West Green was historically good for a little while, and then Mapletown a few years ago, and Jefferson Morgan last year winning the Tri-County South Conference title. It's like California is always the consistent contender, and it's kind of a transition year to year of who's going to rise up and challenge them in that conference, which I think makes for a really interesting story to follow.
We'll wrap things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz right after this.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4-HRT, or visit WVUmedicine.org/heart.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Hey, everybody. Friday night under the lights are back. High school football is more than a game. It's about community, teamwork, and pride. Just like our local heroes who serve our nation. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds is proud to honor our veterans with the Veteran ID program. By recording your DD214, veterans can receive a secure photo ID and access discounts at participating local businesses. Support our student athletes. Support our veterans. Together we build a stronger Fayette County.
Your heat on the fritz? Your AC stopped working? Your pipes backed up? Did your lights go out? Well, for all your heating, air conditioning, electric, and plumbing emergencies, CHIPS Residential Services is here for you. Located right in Uniontown and offering 24-hour emergency service, let the experts at CHIPS help you through all your emergency needs, as well as installation and regular service. Call 724-366-8046 to get the help you need today. Your hometown team of technicians, CHIPS Residential Services.
Primer Rozak wrapping things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Laurel Highlands hosting Ambridge tonight. And Ian, another team that was impressive last week was Southmoreland. We'll have them here on WMBS next week taking on Laurel Highlands. They put up a lot of points in their win over Valley. Of course, a lot of question marks there, losing their head coach and also losing their star quarterback, Anthony Smith, who transferred out. But they certainly got out to a nice start this season.
Yeah, and credit to Southmoreland for bouncing back, after some of those things happened to them during the offseason. I know there was some scuttlebutt over the quarterback, Anthony Smith, transferring to Seton LaSalle and then being ruled ineligible and all that. But Dustin Schoaf is now the coach there, and you may remember that name. He led the WPIAL in rushing when he was at York not too long ago, and I think he's actually the youngest head coach in the WPIAL right now. So credit to Dustin Schoaf for what he's been able to do in a pretty short time and as a young head coach there in Southmoreland. But they've built up a nice program there to be fairly consistent playoff contenders after having that 40-year playoff drought that they snapped back in 2019. They've now made the playoffs in 5 out of the last 6 years, and now are just looking to take that next step into winning their first playoff game in school history. So Southmoreland's got some good things going on, and like you said, a very impressive victory over Valley last week. East Allegheny is another team that I think has had a turnaround this year. They had a hard time last year. I think they only won 1 or 2 games, but they brought back almost their entire roster from last year's team, which was fairly young. So, like I talked about earlier, of the big stories in Week 0 being the teams that brought players back having a lot of success, East Allegheny, was clicking on all cylinders last week in their win. So I think this should be a good matchup between two teams that are trying to make a statement in 3A as far as where they are in the pecking order of being contenders.
And Southmoreland has a nice coaching staff as well. Former Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Colasar is there, along with Frank Messina, who was actually on Matt Humbert's staff at Bell Vernon and also spent some time as an assistant at Frazier as well. So they have some coaches there that have been around the block.
Yeah, and I think that's another big thing for especially some of these schools in 3A, 2A, 1A. Whenever you're able to build up these coaching staffs with experienced coaches, especially for having, the youngest head coach in the WPIAL and Dustin Schoaf, to surround him with that kind of experience and talent is really helpful to, just get all the little things that go into game prep and all that you might not know about as a first-time head coach.
What are some of the other bigger matchups around the WPIAL that you're looking at tonight?
Yeah, so the biggest one is between Pine Richland and Central Catholic, which is the defending 6A WPIAL champs Central Catholic against the defending 5A champs Pine Richland. A lot of people think that Pine Richland might be the best team in the whole WPIAL, so this is definitely a good opportunity for them to go out and prove it against Central Catholic. Central kind of stumbled out of the gate last week in a loss to LaSalle College High School in the showcase that they did at the Wolverina, but that's a team from out east that also brought back a lot of players, and Central has some returning starters on the lines, but was looking to work into new offensive skill position players and a new quarterback. So Central will be fine in the long run. This is just a really interesting matchup between, the top team in 5A and the top team in 6A. And then in a battle of two teams that were runners-up last year, Peters Township taking on McKeesport. McKeesport running back Keemon Spell, who's a Penn State commit, had a monster game last week where he scored 4 rushing touchdowns, ran for almost 300 yards, and then returned a kick for 98 yards for a touchdown. So he has certainly proven, and he's only a junior, that he is well deserving of the label of top junior running back in the state. And Peters Township being the runners-up in 5A last year, they have got some D1 talent on that team as well. Their quarterback, Nolan DeLucia's got a really nice arm. They've got 2 edge rushers on defense that are committed to Pitt and Stanford. So Peters has built themselves into a really good program after years of just
WMBS.
Hey, we dropped out there.
All right, he's on the line if you want to go after this.
Yeah, we can. Just give me a cue or whatever.
Hold on.
During the season, but they're, it's not a ranking camp. They're just doing some, training drills and things like that. But it should be a good one, and hope everyone out there has a safe and healthy Labor Day weekend.
Thanks a lot, Ian. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep, appreciate it. Take care.
That's Ian McMeans. We'll be back with us again next week during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Again tonight on WMBS, Laurel Highlands hosting Ambridge. We're back with the starting lineups and the opening kickoff right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Prime Rozak back live at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the Ambridge Bridgers tonight. Earlier on this afternoon, the Uniontown Red Raiders were in action down at Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side, taking on Perry Traditional Academy. Uniontown coming away with a 12-8 win over Perry. And joining us live, the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders, Tim Bukowski. And Tim, congratulations, your first win as the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders. Has to be an exciting time.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Brian. We're happy to get the win. Like I told the team, it probably wasn't the prettiest thing to watch, but we'll take a win anytime we can get one.
Tell us how the game transpired.
Well, it was a lot of defense in the first half. Neither team, really got a flow offensively. I thought our defensive line did a great job pressuring them, and we had a lot of tackles for loss. And they scored late in the half and got the 2-pointer, so we were down 8-6. Second half, we had a big play when Braden Hinsey hit Cam Dugan for about a 40-yard touchdown pass to take the lead.
How hard was preparation today with the 3:30 kick, trying to get everything going and moving a little bit earlier in the day?
Yeah, it definitely a different vibe for a game. The first time I've had to deal with that. So, and we actually do it again in a couple of weeks. So hopefully we'll have it down. But I thought the guys responded, got out of school, handled their business, and we were down a couple of guys. Mikey didn't play our tailback, and of course, that didn't help. So, we had some guys, some moving parts, but they stepped up.
Well, again, Coach, congratulations on the win this afternoon. One under your belt now, an opportunity to kind of build on that back at home next week against Brownsville.
Yep. We look forward to it, and it's a process. We're going to just keep getting better.
Our crew will see you out there next week. Thanks a lot, Tim. Appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Brian. Bye-bye.
That's Tim Bukowski, the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders, joining us live. Again, Uniontown a 12-8 win over Perry Traditional Academy earlier on today down at Couple Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side. That out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. We're back with the starting lineups and the opening kickoff here. Ambridge taking on Laurel Highlands here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to schools safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Attention South Union residents. On Election Day, vote for me, Patrick Mahoney, for Township Supervisor. As a lifelong Township resident and a Laurel Highlands graduate, I extend my best wishes to the Mustangs for a great season. As your Township Supervisor, I will be available 24/7 to listen to your ideas and your views, and I will work diligently to bring in good jobs with living wages so that the younger generation can stay in our community. On November 4th, I would appreciate your vote for South Union Township Supervisor. Go Mustangs!
Paid for by the candidates.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dominic, we have some exciting things to talk about. First things first, how is it almost Labor Day?
Hey, JC, that's a good question. Not as good as this offer. Listen to this. 2025 Ford F-150 XL XLT. We are taking up to $6,000 off MSRP and get these competitive rates as well. I'm talking 3.9 for 60 months, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84. And yes, you still get all the savings off the top and special rates. Just stop, click, or call and get all the details.
Dang, Dom, that is a good offer. Guys will be open on Labor Day from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m., so stop by and pay us a visit.
And remember, everyone, we still offer mobile service, online maintenance appointments, and our very popular pickup and delivery service.
Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's, or check us out at FordofUniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives, must finance with Ford Motor Credit, and not all customers will qualify.
Back here live at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands High School. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ambridge Bridgers about 9 minutes away from kicking it off tonight. The band entertaining the crowd with some pregame festivities, and Gary Frankhauser's among the band down on the field. Gary, how are things going?
It's a really exciting time here for the first home game for the Mustangs, and field's in great condition. Weather is fantastic. It's going to go down in the 60s to 50s and even maybe the 40s later this evening, and everybody's ready, so let's get it on.
You told us that Ambridge won the opening kickoff, and they will receive.
That is correct. They always do the coin flip much earlier than the ceremonial one you'll see out in the middle of the field. So yes, Ambridge did win the toss, and they want the ball with their D1 quarterback.
That'll be DJ Kane, and Tony Hanola is with us along with Steve Stubert. Tony, some of your thoughts here right before kickoff.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the Mustangs do. We saw them play pretty good defense last week against the Uniontown Red Raiders, but I think Ambridge is going to be a much quicker team, so it's really going to be a challenge for them tonight to just try to keep Kane in the pocket and play good defense here tonight.
Take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be back with the lineups and the opening kickoff right after this.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381. Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto and home insurance needs, make things simple and trust Allstate agent David Bates. He'll help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your auto and home. Bundling saves you money, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy things that matter most even more. Contact Uniontown Allstate agent David Bates at 724-439-9700 for a free personalized insurance proposal. Allstate, are you in good hands? Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Busy day? Feeling unwell? Don't feel like driving, but need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Phone 724-626-9600 or visit FarmanaPharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered.
Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your best in Fayette gold medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. Needless to say, he's ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194 and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work they can do for you.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
just that easy.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, about 4 minutes away from kicking it off tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ambridge Bridgers will set the starting lineups. They're being brought to you by SWGI Specialists. Now, U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. As Gary said, Ambridge won the opening coin toss. They will set their offense first. The offensive line consisting of Quinn Catch, Logan Wolf, Tristan Jameson, Haddon Green, and Griffin Duda. DJ Kane, their Division I quarterback, he's a 6'1", 205 senior. They'll rotate 5 wide receivers, including Calvin Smith, Nathan Sheffield, Enzo Kittrell, Chris Jolo, and Connie Thornton, and rotate 5 running backs, River McGovern, Martise Priest, Sharmar Underwood, Darren Cox, and Davon Kane. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, Paxton Siegler, Taylor Lovett, and Marion Jones make up the front line. They'll play a 3-4. Linebackers, Jacob Johnson, Colton Schweitzer, Mark Reed, and Nick Crouch in the secondary. Alafia Callaway, Gio Guerriere, Scotty McClay, and Josh Reed. On the other side of the Mustangs are on offense, Joel Hartline, Jason Gardner, Cameron Van Meter, Dante Lewis, and Zymir Green make up the offensive line. Jacob Johnson's the tight end. Noah Lyon, the quarterback. Gio Guerriere rushed for 2 touchdowns last week's the tailback. They'll rotate wide receivers, including Josh Reed, Scotty McClay, Nick Crouch, Jonah Coleman, and Alafia Callaway. All 5 contributed last week in their 27-0 win over Uniontown. Defensively for Ambridge, they'll play a 4-4 tonight with Quinn Catch, Logan Wolf, Haddon Green, and Griffin Duda on the defensive line. Linebackers, Shamar Underwood, River McGovern, Darren Cox, and Tristan Jameson. And the secondary will see Calvin Smith, Chris Jolo, Martise Priest, and Nathan Sheffield. Steve, your final thoughts here before kickoff.
Well, it's a beautiful night for football. A little bit breezy, but the temperature is perfect for high school football tonight. The sun's setting to our left, and should be a good one. I think, this quarterback, this Kane kid, 6'1", 205, he looks a little bit like Cam Newton out there. He's bigger. He seems just bigger than everybody on the field. So I'm anxious to see how the Mustangs, if he tucks it up and runs a little bit, if the Mustangs can tackle him. Offensively, the Mustangs did a good job last week. I thought Noah Lyon had a pretty good game. Guerriere was solid as well, and I'd like to see him throw the ball a little bit more down the field.
It's already been a nice start for Fayette County teams this weekend on our scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Last night, Albert Gallatin a win over Carrick, 54-30, and we talked to Tim Bukowski, the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders earlier. Uniontown a 12-8 win earlier on today over Perry Traditional Academy. Both of those games were actually played down at Couples Stadium. Laurel Highlands in the home blues, white numbers, red trim. Again, they'll kick off to start the game as Ambridge won the opening coin toss, and they want the football. Ambridge in the away whites with maroon pants, maroon numbers. Ambridge will work left to right as we describe it. Tony, you were with me last year. We made the long trip up to Ambridge for a meeting between these two schools. They hadn't played since 2003. Only got to see a couple of plays in that game. Ended up getting canceled.
Well, I think we saw, 48 seconds of football. Drove an hour and a half up, an hour and a half back, and 48 seconds of football, opening kickoff, and 1 play from scrimmage, and that was it. So luckily the weather's a lot better here tonight than it was last year.
And, Steve, last week, Laurel Highlands also got a great effort out of their kicker, Jackson Nair, and, of course, executed that onside kick. We'll see him early on, was 3 of 4 in extra points. Only a sophomore. I think he certainly has a bright future.
Yeah, he was really good, and I don't even know if you would call that an onside kick. It was more of like a pooch little, like one of your wedge shots, just hitting it about 30 yards down the right sideline, and it just spun and stuck on that turf. And the Red Raiders just did not fall on it. They didn't even go after it. It was a pretty easy recovery for the Mustangs, and it was a nice little surprise to come out there, especially after returning that second half opening kickoff. So what a great start to the second half that really propelled the Mustangs to a pretty easy victory.
And Gary, do you think we might see something like that again here today?
He's talking to...
We're trying to get Gary down there. He's with
Sorry, I was talking to Athletic Director Mike Smith.
Oh, that's all right. We were just asking you. We mentioned the onside kick last week. The Laurel Highlands executed well, and I said, is that something we might possibly see again today?
Well, they put it on film, so Ambridge knows about it, and might have to put a little different wrinkle on it. Maybe kick it down the middle this time or something a little different, but certainly worked to perfection, and I'm sure that they practiced something similar.
Gary, what way is the wind blowing down there?
The wind is blowing at you, right at you, across.
So he's kicking into the wind.
Darren Cox back deep to return here for Ambridge. Cox back there along with Nathan Sheffield. Cox on the near side, Sheffield on the far side. Jackson Nairn with it teed up at the 40-yard line. We'll see if Jackson sends it deep.
And we got play clocks tonight, looks like.
Yes. They got down and distance on the scoreboard, too. Now ready to go here, Laurel Highlands. PA announcer Vince Capozzi tonight. Jason Taylor behind the scoreboard. I'm Brian Morozak with our whole crew. Steve Suprick, Tony Hanula, Gary Frankhauser, Carl behind the camera, and Jackson Nairn with a little pooch kick going on the far side. And it'll take one hop and get picked up there by Sheffield, who breaks it on the far side. And look out here. It's a long return. It's actually Martese Priest. And Priest is going to take it to the house for an opening kick touchdown here for the Ambridge Bridgers. Martese Priest taking it 90 yards.
Wow, it looked like he was going to stumble and fall out of bounds, didn't it? And he just kept his wits about him and kept his balance. No flags.
Mustang coverage team had a lot of bad angles on that, Steve, and didn't really stay in their zones. But give credit to the Ambridge return team.
So Martese Priest, they're saying officially 83 for the kickoff return for the TD there for Priest and Ambridge. Took only 13 seconds. Now they'll bring out their kicker, Ryan Lambert. And Ambridge just one touchdown last week.
They don't have a ball. They need a ball.
They fell to Western Beaver 42-7. You're right, Steve. They're trying to get a football down there.
Yeah.
They got to get these guys, young guys with the balls on the sidelines, coordinated with the officiating crew. Now they're good.
Each team brings their own footballs. I can tell you that from experience. We used to be pretty particular about which balls were in on which downs. The quarterbacks like to have a certain type of ball, and the kicker like the certain type of ball, and the punters like the certain type of ball. We'd rough them up a little bit.
Quarterback deflates them.
Yeah.
And now we're set for the extra point here from Ryan Lambert. Left footer. Snap back, it's down, and Lambert's kick is up and through. And just 13 seconds in, officially an 89-yard kickoff return for a touchdown from Martese Priest. And Ambridge has a 7-0 lead over Laurel Highlands, 11:47 left here in the opening quarter. We're back at 60 on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Now Ryan Lambert to send it away for the Ambridge Bridgers. Line drive going right to Nick Crouch. He took one back for a touchdown last week, but here he'll get upended at the 28-yard line, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. Now the Mustangs must play from a hole here, down 7-0 after the Martese Priest 89-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Out to the
Brian, a lot of times on those kicks, the kickoffs, if the returner fumbles the ball or somehow has had trouble with it, the team rushing down there, they kind of panic and go out of their lanes. They chase the football instead of staying on their assignments, and that might have been what happened there.
4 wideouts for Laurel Highlands, 2 to each side. They'll go on the inside to Gio Guerriere. Might be a face mask there on Ambridge as Guerriere spins inside, picks up 3 up to the 31.
They're going to call that against the Mustangs. Oh, no, they switched his.
I thought it was a personal foul face mask.
You're right.
Side judge just pointed the wrong way.
And he got ripped around pretty good there.
That's a 15-yard.
So the Mustangs will get a first down. Now advance the football all the way up to the Laurel Highlands 46. So they'll take the free 15 there. Just 25 seconds into the game.
Mustangs in possession.
And Guerriere was effective last week. 11 carries, 76 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 5'7", 165-pound junior. Lying back out of the shotgun, twins to the near side. And now in motion is McLay, and it'll be a little play fake option on the pitch back. And Scotty McLay nowhere to run there. In fact, he'll lose 3 back to the 43. Bring up second down and 13. Ambridge not full defensively at all, guys.
Nothing going on there, just a little option pitch, and just he got the ball there. He had 2 guys almost ready to take it away from him as soon as he got that pitch.
Now second and 13, line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 43. Triple right formation here, lying out of the shotgun. Guerriere to his right, single coverage here on the near side, the wide side of the field. Guerriere goes in motion, quick swing pass in his direction. He'll pick it up across the 45 and get hit and drilled right around the original line of scrimmage, the 46-yard line. So he gains back the 3-yard loss they suffered on first down. That'll bring up third down and 10.
Pretty good pursuit there by the Bridgers. Not letting Guerriere get out in space. He was out in space, but he could not do anything with it.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Steve. You can see the speed of the secondary and linebackers for Ambridge.
Mustangs in tight here with wideouts on each side in the slots. Lying out of the shotgun again, Guerriere to his left, takes the snap, quick out, near side pass complete right around midfield. Josh Reed able to pick up a minimal gain of 4. Will bring up fourth down and 6.
Well, Darren Cox, inside linebacker all over the place for the Bridgers. He was the one that pursued on that last play, and he was there again. And now you're going to force a fourth down and punting situation into the wind.
Nick Crouch will be the Mustang punter. He's standing back right around the 35-yard line. 2 men back deep for Ambridge, including number 17, that's Sheffield. And Priest, who took the kickback earlier. This is Sheffield this time, and Sheffield hemmed in pretty good there, just getting back to the 19, and that's where Ambridge will start. First and 10 when we come back. 9:19 left here in the opening quarter. 7-0. Bridgers are back at 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
DJ Kane starting out of the shotgun run the entire way, and plenty of room for DJ Kane. A little stiff arm across midfield, and Kane finally tripped up right around the Laurel Highlands 40-yard line. And guys, you can see early on, Kane's going to be a problem for the Mustangs tonight.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier. He's just bigger than everyone on the field. He's looks to be more athletic as well, and he just had the speed to get out there. Stiff-armed a Mustang right down to the ground. It looks like a college kid playing against Pop Warner kids right now. I mean, just on that first play, but. That's going to be like you said, Brian, that is going to be a problem for the Mustangs tonight. They're going to have to figure a way to stop him.
39-yard gain on that last run and a pistol set here. Inside handoff, just a little plunge forward for 2. And that carry going to number 2, that's Shamar Underwood. And they'll rotate a plethora of backs, including Priest, McGovern, Underwood, Darren Cox, and Davon Kane. So we'll have us on our P's and Q's tonight, guys.
Is it Kane? Is that the younger brother?
Younger brother of DJ,
yeah.
Correct. Davon, a sophomore. DJ's a senior. And DJ in the shotgun right now. Triple left set, 2nd and 8 from the Laurel Highlands 40. And Kane looking to put it up. Airs it out on the far side. No one home. Ball might have been tipped there on the line.
Yeah, number 23 for the Mustangs.
He's incomplete.
Got in there and tipped it.
That was Marion Jones.
Yeah, Marion Jones did a good job. Just was barreling down on Kane, and he was got his hands up.
3rd down and 8.
Now the Mustang defense trying to step up here again. 3rd down and 8.
On the Laurel Highlands.
Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 40. Ambridge working left to right as we describe it. Ball in the near hash mark. They need the Mustang 32 for a 1st down.
Well, this would be a big play here for the Mustangs if they could somehow get a stop.
They'll go empty. Watch for Kane to run in this situation. Man coming in motion. Kane takes the snap. No, he's going to put it up. High pass, far side, intercepted. The ball went in and out of the hands of Sheffield and got picked off by the Mustangs, Alafia Callaway.
Yeah, Callaway just fortunate. The ball just went right through the receiver's hands, and he was actually probably close to a 1st down. And it just kind of, he tried to catch it, and it popped out of his hands and went over his head to behind him. And Callaway was right there and did a good job of hauling that in. Actually, if he slips that one tackle, he might have scored because there was nobody on that side of the field.
It's probably one Sheffield wants back.
Well, it was a good throw, though, Brian. I mean, he threw it right to the receiver.
Well, Sheffield is the receiver,
yeah,
Steve. He's the one who dropped it.
Sorry,
Sheffield's the one that should have made the play there as Gary Ayer gets upended after gaining a yard, maybe 2 there on the far side.
The ball fluttered a little bit, but still Sheffield should have came down with it.
2nd and 9.
And, guys, you got to wonder why they went away from the quarterback run.
I agree. I was totally expecting, Gary, when they went empty there, just to see a run up the middle there from Kane.
Make him stop it before you don't do it anymore.
Yep. He picked up 38 on that initial run, and they never went back to him again on the drive. Now the Mustangs have it back, 2nd and 9. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 37-yard line. They'll bring Nick Crouch in motion. Play fake. They'll run the option near side. Pitch goes to Nick, and Nick able to take it up close to the 40-yard line. Gain of 3. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
That's a late pitch and a little dangerous there. A lot of white shirts around that ball.
We haven't seen guys over the years, the Mustangs, run too much of an option set like that, at least under previous head coach Rich Colasar.
Those are the football
no, not much. And that was not only a late pitch, it was almost a forward pitch, which really wouldn't have been the worst thing because he was behind the line of scrimmage.
Little banana bunch off to the right here on 3rd down. Line looking to put it up, got deflected and batted down at the line by Ambridge's Davon Kane. So the younger Kane making a play there on the defensive line, and the Mustangs will be forced to punt again for the 2nd time in this game with 7:06 left in the opening quarter, down 7-0 to Ambridge.
Nice pass intended for Reed. Broken up.
Nick Crouch again back right around the Mustang 26. And the same duo back deep again, Priest and Sheffield. And this one will go to Priest here in traffic at the 38, comes forward up to the 41, and that's where Ambridge will start. 1st and 10 when we come back. 7:03 left here in the opening quarter. 7-0. Bridgers are back in 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Ambridge goes back to DJ Kane here on 1st down. Quarterback run the entire way. That time well defended by the Mustangs as the Laurel Highlands defense holds Kane only 1 yard on the play to bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he ran right into traffic. 2 Mustangs there to stop him to a minimal gain.
I think if they can get him out on the perimeter, it could be trouble. I think Laurel Highlands will do a better job containing those runs between the tackles. And they'll go in tight here again. Kane out of the shotgun, will reposition Darren Cox this time, running back on his left hip, and now bring Priest in motion. And Kane's going to run that way, and a big play defensively again by Marion Jones, stopping Kane behind the line for a 6-yard loss.
Yeah, good
Second
job.
big play of the game for Jones, Steve.
Good job by Jones to get in there and shoot the gap, and just that looked like it was a run all the way.
Now 3rd and 15 for Ambridge. Line of scrimmage, the Bridgers 36. They need the Laurel Highlands 49 for a first down. 5:48 left here in the opening quarter. Ambridge leading Laurel Highlands 7-0 on an 89-yard kickoff return by Martese Priest for a touchdown coming on the opening kickoff of the game. Bridgers go empty again. Kane out of the shotgun, and the Mustangs might have jumped off sides.
Looked like a little movement by the Bridgers, but they're going to get the Mustangs for jumping. And of course, you know, in high school football, as we know, once the defense goes into that neutral zone, the play is dead.
So the 3rd and 15 becomes a 3rd and 10. Line of scrimmage, the Ambridge 41. Kane back out of the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. Kane takes the snap, has some time, steps up, now rolls out to the near side. Kane a little stiff arm, still on the move, trying to cut up the field. But Kane once again sent down by Marion Jones. Boy, is Jones fired up tonight.
And Lyons got in there as well to put a good hit on him. Now you're going to see if they're going to send the punt team out.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, so it's 4th down and 9. They pretty much have to in this situation. You're up 7-0, still on your own side of the field. The Ambridge 42 is the line of scrimmage.
I'd be careful here. You never know. They don't have to do anything, Brian. They could. I mean, the way their defense is playing, the Mustangs have really not moved the football.
Luca Lurch is the Ambridge punter. He's standing at the Bridgers 26, awaiting the snap. Comes back cleanly to Lurch. A little bit of a line drive. It'll bounce down the field and take an Ambridge roll and go out of bounds right around the Mustang 22. So that's where Laurel Highlands will start. 1st and 10. 4:27 left here in the opening quarter. Ambridge still up 7-0. We're back in 30 on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
You don't fix what's not broken. That's true. You don't replace what is working well. Jason Scott is doing a good job working as South Union Township Supervisor. Jason Scott utilizes his skills on a daily basis in the Township office. Whether repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is out there working for you all day, every day. Let's keep experience and integrity in the Township. Keep Jason Scott, full-time South Union Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
That was a 36-yard punt for Lucas Lurch. Laurel Highlands going back to work, down 7-0 for their own 22, and Noah Lyon calling a run of his own just for a minimal gain, getting 2 up to the 24. Last week, Lyon on the ground had 18 carries for 33 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. So for the most part, Uniontown held him in check as well.
Yeah, not much going on there. Just faked a inside handoff, a little read option look, but he looked like he was running all the way, and he might have got a yard, 2 yards they give him credit for.
I think they give him 2 there. 2nd and 8 from the Mustang 24. Lyon back out of the shotgun, triple right set, takes the snap, rolls in that direction. Lyon throws on the run, has a man, Nick Crouch, for a first down at the Laurel Highlands 35, an 11-yard pickup to move the sticks for the Mustangs.
Wow, he had Scotty McClay wide open in the middle of the field down the right hash. He was open, but he had his back to him. And I don't know if McClay was ready for that for a pass coming in, so he opted to go over the other way to Crouch, and a nice gain for the Mustangs.
That was a safer throw as well. As we said, resulted in an 11-yard gain and a Laurel Highlands first down. 3 wideouts in the game, twins to the far side, single coverage to the near side. Guerriere on the left hip of Noah Lyon for the Mustang 35. Lyon going back to the ground, a little hole here, surges forward for 4. Up to the 39, brought down by Shamar Underwood. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Underwood just playing that inside position there. Just came in there. Nice gain, though, 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Now 2nd and 6. Game time temperature tonight right around 66 degrees. Sun beginning to set. Actually feels like fall football. Twin receivers deep side. Crouch comes in motion. Inside handoff goes to Guerriere. Bounces off one of his own linemen and comes forward and picks up 2 across the 41, up close to the 42-yard line. And I'll bring up 3rd and a long 3 here for Laurel Highlands.
Well, only a 2-yard gain, but not a bad 2-yard gain there. Guerriere did a good job of bouncing off of his own guy, and he kept his feet and shuffled to his left and was able to pick up at least a couple of yards.
For the Laurel Highlands 42.
3rd and 3 now for Laurel Highlands. It's a longer 3. The ball's just short of the 42. They need right on the 45 for a first down. Line back out of the shotgun. Guerriere again to his left. A little banana bunch off to the right as Lyon awaits the snap. He has it now. Drops back, has time, flares it out on the far side. Flag comes in. Pass falls incomplete. Might have defensive holding, though, here against Ambridge.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be defensive holding there. 3 receivers in the same area and 3 defensive backs. There's a lot of traffic. And somebody just grabbed a hold of a Mustang jersey, and that's going to result in an automatic first down.
Only needed 3, so they'll move the sticks. And the Mustangs keep the drive alive with 1:45 left here in the opening quarter.
Lyon was going with a hard count there, trying to get the Bridgers to jump off sides to get a free shot at a first down, but they get the penalty.
The penalty is holding.
That's two first downs on penalties, I believe. If Tony keeps track of that, I think that's 2 first downs via penalty.
Correct.
And Lyon might have a little blood here on his.
Yeah, I think he got hit.
As our Mustangs will be an official's timeout.
Official's timeout.
I'll try to get Lyon cleaned up here.
Just need to take that undershirt off, and it'll be all good.
We'll see if they do that. Mustangs come to the sidelines here.
Put some tape on it or duct tape.
It's probably what they're going to do, Steve.
Yeah.
Cut me, man.
I don't know if it'll be duct tape, but we used to kid around about that back in the day. It's just put some,
That's where sometimes it's better to wear those blue undershirts instead of the white undershirts.
Just rub some dirt on it, but there's no dirt down here.
Yes. They put tape on it. Mustang set to go. Again with a banana bunch off to the left. Single coverage to the far side. Guerriere remains in the backfield to the right of Lyon. 1st and 10 now from the Ambridge 48. And Gio has the football. And Gio, a little surge forward. Down to the 45. Pickup of 3 to bring up 2nd down and 7. This has been a nice drive so far for Laurel Highlands.
They only give him 2.
Yeah, didn't get a good spot there at all.
No.
So you actually thought the football was closer down to the 45, not the 46.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Nonetheless, 2nd and 8.
Tackle by King.
Mustangs go back to work. You have Crouch, McCalais, I think Johnson out there to the right. Reed single coverage to the near side. Now Guerriere coming in motion. He'll get it on the quick screen and just get lit up in the backfield and lose 4, maybe 5 there by Martise Priest. Priest who took the opening kickback for a touchdown with a big defensive play there.
I thought that was Smith, 4.
That was 16.
I thought that was number 4 coming in there, but yeah, you might be right. But either way, Brian, that was a dangerous play. That looked like it probably was a backwards pass, and Mustangs were fortunate Guerriere was able to hold on to it.
Now 3rd and 14 here. Lyon takes the snap, has a day and a half. He's going to air it out near side. Scotty McCalais is there and has the catch at the Ambridge 35. Should be enough for Laurel Highlands' first down. They needed 14, got 17 to move the sticks. That's a huge conversion on 3rd and long.
Yeah, he just threw it down there to the left, and he was just going down, and the defensive back had his back to it, and it was a little back shoulder fade, it looked like.
That'll be the final play of this opening quarter. Mustangs still down 7-0, but they're driving. We're back with the start of the second here at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., hard to believe the 25-26 school year is here.
Easy for us to believe. 25 and 26 Hyundais are here. So is the Hyundai Getaway sales event. Get away with 0% financing for 60 months on the full-size luxury third row 2025 Palisade, redesigned third row 2025 Santa Fe and Santa Fe Hybrid, or up to $2,750 HMS bonus cash on Palisade
and up to $3,500 HMS bonus cash on Santa Fe. And your first payment is not due for 90 days.
I hear you. What about selection?
We still have a great selection of new 25, so we're lowering prices and offering above Blue Book value for your trade. Plus 0% financing for 60 months on the 25 Palisade, 25 Santa Fe, and Santa Fe Hybrid. And first payment not due for 90 days.
Plus Hyundai owner assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection with every new Hyundai purchase, and 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands High School. Brian Morozak with Steve Super, Tony Hanola, Gary Frankhauser on the sidelines, Carl Childs behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. So we'll flip the field. Laurel Highlands now moving left to right as we describe it. They'll have the football here at the Ambridge 35-yard line. After that huge conversion, Noah Lyon to Scotty McAlay on a 3rd and 14. The Mustangs getting 17 to keep the drive alive. And they actually switched quarterbacks here. Handoff going to Gio Guerriere. New Mustang quarterback is the freshman, Gabriel Centofanti. Handing it off. Any idea, Gary, what's going on?
On the side.
Yeah, he has been moving his shoulder around and rubbing his right shoulder, his throwing arm. So they're trying to work it out right now, but you can see it was in a little bit of discomfort.
A big spot here for the freshman, Steve.
It's a huge spot for the freshman.
He did see some playing time late last week when the Mustangs were up 27-0 over Uniontown. We'll see what he can do here. Protector back to each side. 3 wideouts. High snap comes back. He puts it down. Mustangs playing it close to the vest right now. But Gio Guerriere with a nice surge close to Laurel Highlands' first down. I think needed the 25 to get the first down. He's about a half-yard short on that 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good job by Guerriere. He just surprised the Bridgers aren't selling out on the run completely now with the freshman quarterback in there. It looked like Lyon wanted to run in there, and Coach stopped him.
Yes, actually had him stopped there on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Centofanti's running this drive now with 3rd and short. I need about a half-yard here. Line of scrimmage about the 25.5-yard line. Handoff again going to Guerriere, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. He
not going to make it.
Nope.
Another high snap. The center's got to get that ball down a little bit. I don't know if the new quarterback, if he's standing too far behind the line on the shotgun there, but he is he's got 2 really high snaps. He's corralled him in, but that's disrupting the timing of the play. Now big 4th and 1.
Both Marion Jones and Guerriere in the backfield. Now they'll put Jones here on the left side of the line. More in the slot with Guerriere to the left of Centofanti in the backfield. 4th and less than a yard. Head off to Guerriere again. Now bounces out on the far side. Has enough for Laurel Highlands first down. Keeping those legs turning with a late flag coming in. Guerriere getting inside the 20. We'll check the flag that was thrown right around the 23-yard line.
It's going to be a holding call. I don't know if it's going to go against the Mustang.
You would think it would be in that spot on the field, and it is.
Boy, that's a tough one there. So now you wonder, the wind was coming sideways.
Now it's going to push you all the way back here to the 33.
Hey, guys, the officials asked me to alert the play clock operator that needs to be turning that on.
We'll try to relay that up here, Gary.
Yeah, I can go over there and tell him now, Brian.
That's fine. 3rd and 8. Now check that. 4th and 8 now. Centofanti remains the Laurel Highlands quarterback. And Lyon's still pleading his case down there, Gary, to try to get back into the game.
Play clock is not operating. The officials are asking what the issue is, and they might have to field.
Steve's talking to him over there, Gary. We're doing our parts to try to relay the message.
Vince says he's doing it, but he missed 2 times. He's apologized.
It needs reset right now.
25.
Okay, yeah, he's good now. He's good. All right, start on the whistle.
We're doing everything up here, guys. And now a timeout with 9:26 left here in the second quarter, taken by Ambridge. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
I've been thinking about switching primary care providers. It takes forever to get an appointment, and when I finally get in, the staff acts like they don't even care that I'm there.
That's so frustrating. You deserve a provider who listens, values your time, and truly cares about your health.
That's exactly what I need. Someone who sees me as a person, not just another name on a chart.
Then you should check out Montgomery Medical. They treat you like family, offer personalized care, and even have same-day appointments.
At Montgomery Medical, your health is our priority. Call 724-569-8100 Montgomery Medical. A family tradition of family medicine.
Coming out of the timeout, Laurel Highlands trying to continue this drive, facing a 4th and 8. And guys, it's already a 10-play drive. Has taken over 7 minutes off the clock.
And Lyons still on the sideline. They're not letting him go back in there.
4th down and 8.
A 4th and 8. The freshman quarterback, Centofanti.
Too far for a field goal here. And too close to punt, so you almost have to take a shot at it.
Centofanti out of the shotgun. Guerrier to his left. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side. 4th and 8. Gabe in the pocket, looking deep middle, and that might be defensive holding. Pass is going to fall incomplete. It looked like Sheffield, the defensive back, had his hands all over Jacob Johnson, the tight end, but no flag was thrown.
Good looking throw.
Yes.
He just put a little too much air under it and too far, but I don't think the receiver saw it.
Incomplete.
The Mustangs will turn it over on downs, and Ambridge will get it back. Up 7-0. 9:21 left before halftime. And you have to wonder what Lyons' status is going to be the rest of the way.
It doesn't look good. He has an ice bag underneath his shoulder pads on his right shoulder.
So Centofanti really thrown into the fire. Just a freshman, his second game in the lineup for Laurel Highlands. Kane back on the other side, fumbled the snap, able to regain, surge forward, and pick up 4, maybe 5 yards there. And Kane doing a nice job, and really turned out to be a broken play.
Yeah, just
on the carry.
couldn't handle the snap. The snap's coming back there kind of a punched knuckle.
Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down, 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Pretty wobbly the way it came back in there.
But Ambridge 38.
Line of scrimmage, the Ambridge 38. And aside from the kickoff return for a touchdown on that 140-yard run that Kane had, the Mustang defense has done a nice job so far in this game. Kane back out of the shotgun, 2nd and 5, run the whole way again. Kane hemmed in, just a minimal gain, maybe got a yard up to the 39. Be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, other than that first play, he really hasn't done a lot.
Stop by Schweitzer.
And you wonder how much of the playbook does Centofanti have on the other side, guys?
No gain on the play.
Well, he's going to have to learn pretty quick on the fly, right? He's going to.
3rd and 4 now for Kane and the Bridgers. 8:08 left before halftime.
Lyon has a ball in his hand. Looks like he wants to try to warm up.
Pistol set now for DJ Kane back behind him, and I think that was looked initially like a false start on the line. We'll see which way it goes.
You are correct.
Flag on the play.
And I'll push the Bridgers back 5.
False start.
3rd and 4 becomes a 3rd and 9.
5-yard penalty.
Reminder, stay tuned after the game for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Remmel going up until 11 o'clock tonight. Next week, a pair of games in our WNBS platforms. Laurel Highlands hitting the road to take on Southmoreland. We'll also have the Uniontown-Brownsville game, that game being played at Uniontown High School. Both games kick at 7. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air around 6 o'clock. So now 3rd and 9, line of scrimmage, the Ambridge 34. Kane back out of the pistol set, play fake, looks to throw, a little lob on the far side, no one home.
That's going to be a intentional grounding, possibly, or a hold.
Or downfield.
And the only player around was Logan Wolf, the lineman. You're right, Gary. I think it might be an illegal man downfield.
Flags on the play. The pass is incomplete.
Obviously just decline in this situation. You're right, Gary, ineligible downfield on Wolf. So Ambridge will have to punt. 7:28 left before halftime. Mustangs will get the football back, trying to get the offense going again. They took over 7 minutes off the clock on their last drive, but came up empty. Turned the football over on downs. A lot of that due to the injury of their starting quarterback, Noah Lyon. So the punter, Lurch, back at his own 19. Guerriere back deep to receive for Laurel Highlands. Short punt. Gio's going to let it go. Takes a little bit of a side roll. The Bridgers will down it here right around the Laurel Highlands 37. So the Mustangs will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 7:17 left before halftime. Ambridge 7, Laurel Highlands nothing. We're back in 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
37-yard
Looking for a
line.
dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Lurch with a 34-yard punt for Ambridge. Mustangs starting this drive on their own 37. Another high snap set up on. He brings it down. Hand off to Guerriere, and he's loose. Look out, Gio Guerriere breaking down the near sidelines. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and brought down at the 1-yard line from behind by Martise Priest. What a run from Guerriere. And he might be hurt.
He's definitely hurt. Hopefully.
That's Gio Guerriere.
He got caught from behind. It's a good effort by the Bridgers to stop a touchdown, and now you hope he's okay. I don't know if he's looking at his leg.
Injury timeout brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or phone 724-437-7500. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Relief is closer than you think. What do you got, Tone?
A 62-yard run by Gio Guerriere. Now 10 carries for 74 yards on the evening.
They're looking at his ankle.
I hope he can stay in the game right now.
Well, he got turned underneath pretty good there on the tackle by Priest.
I'm watching it again, and you're right, just kind of got hemmed up there on the run.
Wow, you got your quarterback and your running back now.
They're running out of weapons. I think Marion Jones might be next up. Aiden Bell played late last week as well. He's a senior. And Guerriere.
Wow.
He's going to need assistance getting, so it's not good.
He can't even put any pressure on that left leg. That is not good. Getting some help from a couple of teammates there, and now Laurel Highlands
next
without
man
their
up.
quarterback and without their tailback.
I think Jones is going to have to come in and do some things, and at this point, I'd like to see him get up under center and just trying to push it in.
Remember Jones back to his freshman year when he played at Uniontown, was impressive as a freshman. Missed most of last year. Really didn't get too many reps, but a good spot for him here. Really showcase his game. Mustangs with a 1st and goal here inside the 1. New quarterback, new tailback. Senafani out of the shotgun. Jones to his right from inside the 1-yard line. High snap. Jones gets it. He stumbles forward. And he back close to the original line of scrimmage.
The snaps are too high, and it's just enough to make the exchange a little bit awkward.
And we didn't see those high snaps when Lyon was the quarterback.
Well, I think he's too far back. I mean, look, the ball's on the 1, and he's back there at the 7-yard line. Now he's at the 6, but...
Again, Jones off to his right, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. It's Jones again, well read by Ambridge defensively, and Jones will lose a yard, maybe 2. Bridgers saw that one coming.
Well, sure, you got a freshman quarterback.
They're just going to send everybody.
You're going to have to mix something up here, I think. Now 3rd and goal, and the line of scrimmage back to about the 2.5-yard line.
You might see a timeout here.
Still got some time here, but Senafani still over on the near sidelines. Don't get too many opportunities like this. Laurel Highlands trying to take advantage. Play clock down to 7. They're probably going to have to burn a timeout. And they will. With 5:47 left before halftime, Ambridge 7, Laurel Highlands nothing. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Back here, Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs facing a 3rd and goal from just outside the 2-yard line. They actually had it inside the 1. But again, Laurel Highlands with some second-teamers now on the field. Have had injuries to both starting quarterback Noah Lyon and starting tailback Gio Guerriere.
I mean, Jones is big enough. I mean, he should be able to, if you get him the ball where he's not stumbling, he should be able to go forward. The problem is they know he's going to get it.
3rd and goal from just outside the 2-yard line. Senafani takes the snap. He's going to put it up. Senafani rolling near side, throws into the end zone, and that pass is tipped and falls incomplete.
See, I'd have ran that ball. Oh, sorry, Gary. Sorry to interrupt you.
No problem. What do you do here, though? Take a field goal or?
Well,
he's incomplete.
I would have. Do we have a penalty here against Ambridge?
There's a flag.
No, ineligible against Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, declined. So it's 4th down.
Well, I'd go for it.
Ineligible player down.
How many shots are you going to get here this deep?
I would have ran it on the last play, figuring you got two plays to get 2 yards.
I agree.
Now you're almost, in the same situation where, I still would run it. I think you got a better shot.
4th and goal from about the 2.5-yard line. Senafani, the freshman quarterback, Marion Jones is the tailback.
They're not even guarding Crouch out there. Hardly.
Jones off on the right. Crouch is in the slot left. Senafani takes the snap back to Marion Jones right up the middle. Jones is reaching and he got in. Marion Jones on 4th and goal. Scores the Laurel Highlands touchdown, and the Mustangs back to within 1 at 7-6.
Great trap block that time by the interior line, and they just opened that slice of daylight, and Jones found it into the end zone. Great play.
So Marion Jones has the Mustangs back to within 1 here with 5:36 left in the second quarter. Now a big extra point here for Jackson Nairn. Snap comes back, kick got blocked. So Ambridge will hang on to a 1-point lead.
That's another situation with a different holder.
5:36 left before halftime. Ambridge 7, Laurel Highlands 6, back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The name to remember is Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 62 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Sova and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova and Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
So Laurel Highlands on the scoreboard. A 2-yard touchdown run for Marion Jones, capping off a 5-play, 63-yard drive. Took 1:41 off the clock. Extra point blocked. And now Jackson Nairn will send it deep back to the 2-yard line. Martese Priest with it. He took the opening kickback for a touchdown. He's trying to get loose again. Look out here. Martese Priest taking it back to the 29 with a late flag coming in with 5:27 left before halftime. Steve, how much do you think that new holder might have impacted that extra point getting blocked, as we have an illegal block in the back here on the Bridgers?
Well, anytime you change your holder, it's just a touchy situation there for the kicker, but they got through pretty well there. and it was a low kick.
Yeah, for some of the folks just joining us, kind of been a wild start. You had Martise Priest for Ambridge take the opening kickoff back for a touchdown, 89 yards, but injuries have been a key for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands losing starting quarterback Noah Lyon along with starting tailback Gio Guerriere tonight. So you have two new bodies in the lineup, and Gabe Senafani, the freshman quarterback, and Marion Jones, the new tailback. And now a little wildcat set here on the Ambridge side. You had Shamar Underwood as the Wildcat quarterback. Lost the football, the Mustangs have it. So Laurel Highlands with a recovery right around the Ambridge 12-yard line after Underwood, the Wildcat quarterback, coughed it up.
And that's exactly what the coach for Ambridge talked about to me before the game. The turnovers were really a problem.
Kane fumbled once last week against Western Beaver, but you wonder, Steve, you have a quarterback as dynamic as Kane. Why would you be so eager to put Wildcat quarterback sets in?
Yeah, you don't know what they're thinking there. Maybe Kane just, if they wanted to change the look up, and just unfortunate for them that he fumbled.
A table set here for Laurel Highlands, 1st and 10 from the Ambridge 15-yard line, and Jones again trips up in the backfield. Might have actually tripped over Senafani.
That's exactly right.
Oh, sorry, Gare. Sorry to interrupt you.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Now the Mustangs are going to mix things up again here with bringing in Aiden Bell. Bell saw some time late last week when the Mustangs were up 27-0 over Uniontown. So Jones is going to take a seat. Now you're 3 deep here in the backfield. And 2nd and 12. Senafani out of the shotgun. Bell now off to his left. 3 wideouts, twins to the near side, single coverage to the far side. Senafani takes the snap. It's Bell with the run, and Aiden Bell gets down inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. And Steve, just a situation, you never know when your number is going to be called, and now here we are, 3 deep at the tailback position.
Next man up, right? Next man up. I mean, these guys get reps every day in practice, and now they're getting them with different colored jerseys on the other side.
You probably wouldn't expect it this early on in the season either. 2nd game of the year. And the Mustangs with some injuries cropping up. Some of these younger guys pressed into duty. 3rd and 9. Senafani takes the snap. They're coming after him. Lets it out quick out in the pass. Just a little bit out of the reach of Jacob Johnson, the intended wide receiver. We mentioned Jackson Nair in a pretty good leg here. And this will be about a 33-yard field goal attempt, and they're going to bring out Nair.
Incomplete.
And this would give Laurel Highlands the lead right now as they trail 7-6. 3:51 left before halftime. But again, you have a new holder in Senafani. Lyon usually holds for the Mustangs. Or he's going to put it down out. It will be about a 31-yard field goal attempt. But from the center of the field.
Senafani holding.
And they had an issue there with the snap even coming back.
It might be
an Ambridge jump offside, Steve.
Could be a penalty.
No, false start.
It was the center that just kind of double clutched.
Wow. Since the Mustangs have lost Lyon, we've seen all kinds of issues on the line now on some of these sendbacks. So now that 31-yard field goal attempt will become a 36-yard field goal attempt. They're bringing crutches out for Guerriere.
Is illegal for seats.
So not good news.
Medical staff is saying a pretty severe sprain, but you can't put any weight on it.
4th down.
It's now a 36-yard field goal attempt. If they decide to go that route, they're going to take another timeout. So 3:51 left before halftime. Ambridge 7, Laurel Highlands 6. Mustangs facing a 4th and 14 when we come back. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Back here at Mustang Field, 3:51 left before halftime. Ambridge 7, Laurel Highlands 6. Mustangs facing a 4th and 14 from the Ambridge 19-yard line.
Looks like they're to go for it.
Senafani out of the shotgun. Aiden Bell to his left. Twin receivers to each side. They need the 5-yard line for a first down. Nick Crouch in motion. Senafani takes the snap. Quick out, near side pass complete to Jacob Johnson, but Johnson nowhere to run. Johnson just getting up to the 16-yard line, pickup of 3, so the Mustangs turn it over on downs. Ambridge with the football back. 3:43 left before halftime. Bridgers 7, Mustangs 6. We're back at 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
McClure Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants.
Back underway, Ambridge with a football back after the Mustangs coughed it up on downs and an inside run and a 7-yard pickup up to the 24-yard line there for the Bridgers with 3:27.
On the carry, stopped by Schweitzer.
That was Kane on the run. It's now 2nd and 2 from the Ambridge 24. And Kane now with a loaded shotgun set here, direct run right up the middle, and Kane enough for an Ambridge first down across the 31, up close to the 32-yard line. Kane moving the sticks here for Ambridge.
The Mustangs will miss Gary Air on defense also.
Yeah, it does a great job defensively.
Kane is good enough for an Ambridge first down.
And now 1st and 10. They'll spot this right on the 31-yard line. Far hash mark, and you wonder, at this point, Steve, how aggressive will the Bridgers get? They're staying with a loaded backfield here. Another direct snap. And this time they're going to switch personnel up as that direct snap went to Martise Priest. And Priest up to the 39, gain of 8. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Clock continues to roll down to 2:24 left here in the second quarter. And now the Bridgers getting to the line a little bit quicker. 2nd and 1. That's Priest again with enough for an Ambridge first down across the 45 up to the 46.
Kane
gain
may
of
be
6.
hurt. He may be hurt, Brian. He's kind of gingerly moving around. Looks like he's coming out now.
Seeing injuries all around tonight. Was a first down. Now we'll go under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. And Ambridge's 7-6 lead over Laurel Highlands. Martise Priest took the opening kickback, 89 yards for a touchdown. Marion Jones scoring on a 2-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs. Now the Bridgers putting it up here with Kane back at quarterback. Has a man here on the near side, Enzo Cottrell, for an Ambridge first down in a Mustang territory. Right around the 40-yard line, pickup of 13 to move the sticks and got out of bounds as well to stop the clock.
Kind of a wobbly pass. It got there, but it was fluttering a little bit.
Ambridge still with 2 timeouts remaining. The Mustangs have just 1 remaining. And Ambridge with a 1st and 10 out, the Laurel Highlands 40. Kane back out of the shotgun, empty look, but they've run out of the situation quite a bit, and they'll do so here again as Kane gets 4 down to the 36. Marion Jones finished him off on that defensive set there for Laurel Highlands. Pick up a 4.
Kane on the carry.
Bring up 2nd down and 6. Down to 1:28 left here in the second quarter. And now the Bridgers go quickly. Kane, another direct snap. This time the Mustangs have it well read, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped. The initial hit made by the Mustangs, Joel Hartline.
Timeout by the Bridgers.
That'll be their second, and we'll step aside for a 60. 1:15 left before halftime. 7-6 Ambridge. We're back at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
We'll bring up a third down.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Back here at Mustang Field, 1:15 left before halftime. Ambridge up 7-6 over Laurel Highlands. Bridgers trying to put together a late drive here in the second quarter. They're facing a 3rd and 7 from the Laurel Highlands 37-yard line. Led by senior quarterback DJ Kane. Kane back out of the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. He takes the snap, backside pressure coming, and Nick Crouch with a huge sack there for Laurel Highlands, bringing down DJ Kane.
The Mustangs should maybe use a timeout now.
Kane came around the near edge, Steve, untouched.
Kane, the ball carrier. Brought down by Crouch.
Each team has one timeout left. Ambridge, though, facing a 4th and 16.
That will bring up a
We'll probably take it all the way down here. You have the play clock at 16, game clock
16.
with 44 seconds. And the Bridgers, the play clock now down to 5. Let this go all the way down, and now they'll take their last time out. 28 seconds left here in the second quarter. 7-6 Ambridge over Laurel Highlands. We're back in 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Their final timeout.
Hello. My name is James Santilli, and I'm asking for your vote this November for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds. As a lifelong county resident, it would be an honor to represent you. I have lived my life, both personally and professionally, treating others how I would want to be treated, always with the foundation of good faith, recognizing we all have so much in common. I am seeking a political position, but it should be an apolitical office. That's my promise. I hope you will consider voting for me this November.
Paid for by the candidate.
Back here at Mustang Field, for you folks on the video side, there you see Noah Lyon and Gio Guerriere, 2 Mustangs that got banged up in this first half with a little hug for one another. Guerriere with crutches, Lyon there as well, unable to return. And now Ambridge will punt it away. Luco Lurch, the punter, standing back at the Ambridge 40.
It's offsides. Their guys lined up offsides.
Nothing called. Lurch sends it away. Even new man back deep as well. Usually that's Guerriere, but Jonah Coleman is the return man. Did the Mustangs touch the football there?
No, they did not, but it was very close.
Yes. So the Mustangs will get it back here, guys, with 16 seconds left before halftime. Probably just a knee, go to the locker room down 1. I wouldn't see any reason to try to risk anything, right? No, I guess not.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me, Brian. Sorry.
So from the Laurel Highlands 14-yard line, Mustangs break huddle. And the freshman quarterback, Senafani, will just take a knee and will go to the locker room. I think Gary will have a halftime interview brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976.
Well, Coach, got to give your guys some credit sticking in there after that opening kickoff return, but injury bugs come to hit you, but got to put some young guys in there to see what they can do.
Absolutely, that's just the way it goes. You know, it's always next man up for us, and these guys have got heart, so they're gonna still be playing.
Any chance that Noah Lyon might come back in the second half?
It's possible. We'll get a little report from him at halftime.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Gary Frankhauser with Aaron Raffel, the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, getting brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Your halftime score, Ambridge 7, Laurel Highlands 6. Tony back with all of the halftime numbers for you in a moment here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey,
Stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
hi, come on in. How are you?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,940.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
your local station, 590 and 101.1 W266DB WMBS Uniontown. Good evening. Halftime stats and news on the way. Ambridge up 7-6 on Laurel Highlands. It's 8 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by ZipRecruiter.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. A federal appeals court upholds a lower court decision finding that many of the sweeping tariffs imposed by President Trump on dozens of countries earlier this year are not legally permissible. Loyola Law School professor Lori Levinson.
This is probably one of the most significant cases that the Trump administration has faced so far, because we have a federal circuit court that basically struck down many of the Trump tariffs. They found that it was unconstitutional because, in fact, the president didn't have the power to declare broad national emergencies and impose these import taxes on nearly every country on earth.
The ruling does not immediately block the tariffs. President Trump on social media calls the appeals court highly partisan. Missouri's Republican governor is getting into the redistricting effort. CBS's Linda Kenyon explains.
Governor Mike Kehoe is calling state lawmakers back to the state capitol to redraw Missouri's 8 congressional districts. The move comes after Texas did the same, giving Republicans an advantage ahead of the midterms in the U.S. House of Representatives.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott has signed into law a new U.S. House map that gives the GOP a chance at winning 5 additional seats. Republican Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa may not seek re-election. CBS's Jennifer Jacobs reports.
The senator's announcement is scheduled for Thursday, the sources said. Spokespeople for Ernst did not reply to requests for comment. Ernst has served in the U.S. Senate since 2015.
Similar to Los Angeles earlier this year, U.S. officials say that the Trump administration is preparing to send federal officers to Chicago for a new immigration crackdown. CBS's Camila Montoya Galvez.
This is the latest step that the administration is taking to really crack down on so-called sanctuary cities. It has already filed lawsuits against cities like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and other places that limit cooperation with ICE and other immigration officials. And it is also importantly threatening to withhold federal funding from these cities.
Chicago's mayor and Illinois' governor have already spoken out against federal immigration operations. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has sent an email to CDC staff in Atlanta a day after a walkout over the firing of the director and resignations by other CDC leaders. WSB Health reporter Sabrina Cupid has more.
Secretary Kennedy wrote that the American people are ready to believe in this agency again if we show them integrity, accountability, and science guide every decision. He went on to say that he and Trump are aligned on a common-sense vision for the CDC, strengthening public health infrastructure, investing in prevention and response, and returning the agency to its core mission of protecting Americans from communicable diseases.
This is CBS News.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
My perfect day at Sand, Salt Water, and Friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Whole new generation will get the chance to choose between Team Edward and Team Jacob.
The LA Times says Lionsgate will celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Twilight novels by bringing the entire movie saga back to theaters just in time for Halloween.
Are you afraid?
No. The story of the vampire love triangle starring Kristen Stewart as Bella Swan, Robert Pattinson as a vampire, and Taylor Lautner as Bella's friend will run from October 29th through November 2nd. The 5-part series brought in more than $3.3 billion worldwide during its first go-round. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Stocks pull back from their latest all-time highs on Wall Street. Treasury yields were mixed in the bond market. The government said prices mostly held steady last month. European markets were mostly lower, and Asian markets closed mixed. U.S. markets will be closed on Monday, Labor Day. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for Nutrena products and also carries livestock, equine, and pet supplies. So if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of an all-new fence, All Around Fence has the answers you need. Visit them Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 9 to 1, or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person, 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
Hi, I'm attorney Tripp Radcliffe of Radcliffe Martin Law. As the senior partner, I've been in the profession for over 40 years. During that time, it's been our privilege to represent clients seriously injured in all types of accidents. We pride ourselves on being able to locate insurance coverage or find claims that others may miss. Give us a call today and let us see if we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs.
Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
Mark-On Building Supply has provided the tri-state area with ready-mix concrete and building supplies for decades. Family-owned and operated and built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and exceptional quality, Mark-On is your local leader for ready-mix concrete, precast, lumber, tools, electrical, plumbing, lawn care, and general building supply needs. Visit the store in Markleysburg or call Mark-On today at 724-329-5542. Mark-On Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building and construction needs.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Halftime here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Ambridge Bridgers leading the Mustangs by a score of 7-6. Our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Tony is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, now located on Route 119 in the former Health First Medical Center building between Uniontown and Connellsville, close to the Fayette County Fairgrounds. Tony, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs in that first half, passing-wise, Noah Lyon was 3 for 4 for 32 yards prior to suffering that shoulder injury. His relief pitcher came in, Gabriel Santafonte. He was 1 for 4 for 3 yards. 4 different receivers making catches in that first half for the Mustangs. One by Nick Crouch for 11 yards. One by Josh Reed for 11 yards. One by Jacob Johnson for 3 yards. And one by Scotty McClay for 17 yards. On the rushing end, Gio Guerriere had 10 carries for 74 yards. The big one, that 62-yard run in which he was injured, but 10 for 74, and we're not going to see him the rest of the second half either. Noah Lyon was 2 for 6 carrying-wise. Marion Jones, 4 carries for -3 yards, but he did have that 2-yard touchdown run. 1 carry by Aiden Bell for 3, 1 carry by Nick Crouch for 3, and 1 carry by Scotty McClay for -3 yards. The Mustangs ran 27 offensive plays in that first half. They had 80 yards rushing, 35 yards passing on 4 for 8 as a team, 115 yards of total offense in that first half. They had 3 penalties for 17 yards, 5 first downs, and no turnovers in that first half. On the other side for the Ambridge Bridgers, passing-wise, DJ Kane, only 1 completion in 4 attempts. That went to Enzo Cottrell for 13 yards. Kane also threw an interception in that first half as well. DJ Kane was also the leading rusher for the Bridgers. He had 11 carries for 51 yards. Shamar Underwood had 2 carries for 2 yards, and Martise Priest had 2 carries for 14 yards. The Bridgers, 19 offensive plays. They had 67 yards rushing, 13 yards passing, only 80 yards of total offense, 4 penalties for 40 yards. They had 3 first downs, and they had 2 turnovers, one on the interception by Kane and on the fumble by Shamar Underwood.
And Gary's going to try to get in just a moment here Sherman McBride, the head coach of the Ambridge Bridgers. And Gary, feel free to interrupt me whenever you're able to catch up with Coach McBride. Until then, I'll pass along the out-of-town scoreboard being brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital earlier this afternoon at Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side. The Uniontown Red Raiders getting their first victory of the season, 12-8 over Perry Traditional Academy. Last night at that same field, Albert Gallatin knocked off Carrick by a score of 54-20. Another Fayette County team with a long road trip. Connellsville up in Meadville tonight. At halftime, it's Meadville 15, Connellsville 7. Other games around the area, Thomas Jefferson a 14-13 lead over Central Valley at halftime. Bethel Park up 7-3 over Mars. Trinity up 35-0 over McGuffey at halftime, and Woodland Hills up 20-0 over Penn Hills at the break as well. Gary, some of your thoughts here on the sidelines.
Well, I think there's a little bit of a dejection on the Laurel Highlands side with those injuries, but the young guys are excited. I've talked to a few of them on the sideline, and they're really pumped up to get in there and get some action. So let's see if Santa Fe can find a little bit of rhythm, and maybe Jones can come back in for some help on that run game. On the Ambridge side, they're over here very confident. They're showing that they have the ability to run the ball, and I'm going to get Coach McBride here real quick to get his thoughts on the second half. Coach, a little bit of dynamic start with that punt, kickoff return to start the game, and then back and forth, but a couple turnovers kind of pushed the Mustangs back in the game. What are your thoughts going into the second half?
Well, you have to put, against good teams like the Mustangs, you have to put teams away. When you go up 7, it seemed like we had momentum, then we lost the momentum. So hopefully this next half we can gain the momentum back.
Okay, any plans to keep the ball on the ground more or go to the air?
No, we're gonna do what we've been doing. We're gonna go to the air and we're gonna run the ball. We're just gonna do whatever it takes for us to get a W.
Okay, Coach, good luck.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Gary. Good job down there with Sherman McBride, the head coach of the Ambridge Bridgers. Again, that halftime coaching interview brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Close one here at the break. Ambridge 7, Laurel Highlands 6. Again, if you're just joining us, Laurel Highlands, without starting quarterback Noah Lyon, got injured in the first half. Gabe Senafani now in at quarterback. He's a freshman. Gio Guerriere, the Mustangs starting tailback, also injured in the first half. And Guerriere definitely out the rest of the way. Again, 7-6 Ambridge. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like Uniontown Allstate agent David Bates, because he works every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Contact David Bates at 724-439-9700 for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands. Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4-HRT, or visit WVUmedicine.org/heart.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
7-6, Ambridge leading Laurel Highlands, just about ready to start the second half. And, Steve, what do you think the Mustangs have to do with a freshman quarterback? They're down a couple of running backs as well to try to get back into this game, but down only a point.
Well, they're going to need to get the running game going and to protect that pass rush from teeing off on him, and that that's going to be difficult. And I think maybe you need to get him outside the pocket. He showed a pretty good passing ability when he was able to throw a few balls, but you need to pass on downs when they're expecting a run, and that'll maybe open up the passing game a little bit better. But they get the ball first in this start this second half, so they somehow get a good drive going. They might not have to score in the first drive, but they certainly don't want to do a 3-and-out. They want to get a couple first downs, move the ball, and kind of control a little bit of the momentum of this second half.
They'll have Jonah Coleman and Nick Crouch back deep to receive the second half kickoff. On the Ambridge side, it will be Ryan Lambert to send it away. So the Bridgers leading the Mustangs 7-6.
The return guys are pretty deep.
Remember last week against Uniontown, Crouch took the second half kickback for a touchdown for Laurel Highlands.
I think I'd move there. Those guys want to catch that ball in the air and get that thing upfield.
Lambert with a run up, left foot into the ball. He's going to send this one deep. It'll go to Crouch at the 5-yard line. Nick Crouch, the 15-20. Nick Crouch trying to spin his way forward, and he'll get up to the 29-yard line. And I'd look, Steve, for Crouch to try to get a little more involved here in the second half on the offensive side as well, just with the Mustangs being down a couple of bullets.
Guys, I talked to the quarterback and the center, and they did work a little bit on that at halftime, try to get those center snaps a little bit more accurate.
And Steve, from your playing days as well, how much of an adjustment is it for a center when they have a new quarterback in there?
Well, it shouldn't be any adjustment at all, to be honest with you, Brian. He's in a shotgun, so he's not under center. So that can't be any excuse, to be honest with you.
We're going to have an illegal substitution here against Ambridge. 12 players on the field.
I mean, the quarterbacks, see, now if you look here, he's 5 yards behind the ball right now. The ball is exactly on the 30, and he's lined up just inside the 25. And earlier, when he was in there, he was 6-7 yards behind the line. See, now look, now he's lining up. There he goes. Get up there. He's 5.5 yards back.
Now 1st and 5 after that illegal substitution penalty against Ambridge, now from the Mustang 35. Senafani, handoff to Marion Jones, and Jones across the left side getting a couple of yards. Will give him 3 up to the 38 to bring up 2nd down and 2. It seemed early on with Jones twice, Steve, we saw him get tripped up and kind of tripped up himself in the backfield.
One time he tripped over the quarterback. Of course, you wonder how much that the freshman worked with the senior at some of those drills, in summer camp. But the other time was a high snap that got him a little bit messed up.
And if Senafani's playing JV ball, Jones probably isn't in there because Jones is a senior.
Correct.
So I don't know how many reps the two of them, as you said, Steve, have had with one another. 2nd and 2 now from the 38. Senafani designed to run. He'll have enough here for Laurel Highlands' 1st down.
Well, that's dangerous, too. Now you're running your freshman quarterback. And what happens if he gets hurt?
We only had 2 deep that they gave us.
Yeah.
We don't even know who number 3 would be. That would be something for you to find out down there, Gary. Who's the 3rd quarterback? It would be Crouch, is what Jason Taylor's telling me. And he would be the next option.
That's exactly right.
Now, first down for Laurel Highlands from their own 41. Senofani out of the shotgun. Jones off to his right. Twin receivers to the near side. Single coverage out to the far side. Remember, Laurel Highlands had a 7-minute drive late first quarter and in the early second quarter and came up empty.
Got a man.
And now throwing on the run. Senofani finding Scotty McLay. And McLay going out of bounds here at the 48. That'll be a gain of 7.
Fantastic catch. He got that one toe down with about an inch to spare.
We saw McLay, though, Steve, with some nice catches last year as well. So really no surprise that McLay on the receiving end of that one. He's done a nice job since he's been in a Laurel Highlands uniform. We'll give McLay 8 there on the reception. 2nd and 2 from the Mustang 49. Senofani, handoff Marion Jones, off tackle left side. A Mustang first down, breaking a couple of tackles in Ambridge territory. Close to a horse collar tackle there. Nonetheless, gain of 10 to move the sticks down to the Ambridge 41.
Brought down by Sheffield, but not before he picks up another.
So the Mustangs doing a nice job here in this opening drive of the second half.
Exactly what we talked about. The good drive. You know, they got a nice pass, a couple of good runs, moving the sticks, keeping the clock going.
Senofani get out of the shotgun. Jones off to his right. Little banana bunch off to the right. Mustangs in tight. Ball in the left hash mark, and Senofani to put it up. Rolling
got
to
him
the
again.
near side. Throws down the field, and that pass a little bit behind McLay with a late flag coming in.
Could be a holding.
Official talking it over here on the near side, and a holding penalty, as you said, Steve, against the Mustangs.
Is holding.
Well, he had his receiver McClay again open. He just threw a little bit behind him. Would have came back anyway.
10-yard penalty.
That'll push it back to the 49 of Laurel Highlands.
49-yard line.
Steve, kind of an interesting thing. Setafonte has to come over to the coaching staff after every play to get the next play. And I'm sure that's the case with Noah Lyon in the game.
Well, they must, if they don't have, if they had signals, and he might not, just being a freshman, that's kind of tough for him not being in the system long enough to even know what the signals are.
Out of the shotgun here on 1st and 20. They need the Ambridge 31 for a first down. Now whistles coming here, another
delay a game.
Yep. And those things are going to happen with a freshman quarterback as well.
Well, that's a result of it going back and forth to the sideline to get the play.
Even a little bit longer now because the ball's on the left hash mark. It looked like they were really making some hay on this drive, and now 1st and 25, playing from behind the sticks. Single coverage with Nick Crouch here on the near side. Twin receivers to the far side. Senofani takes the snap. He's looking deep.
That's going to be a
pass
penalty.
interference penalty as Johnson was impeded there by Nathan Sheffield, the defensive back.
Yeah, Sheffield just grabbed him and didn't have to. That ball was not going to be completed.
Penalty flag on the play.
It was pretty good coverage until he grabbed his arm.
So a pass interference penalty. If you remember, go back a couple of years ago, those are no longer automatic first downs.
Which is okay, but I don't agree with sometimes the defensive holding being automatic first down. You know,
We actually still have a 1st and 10, though, if it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
It was 1st and 25, so.
Pretty much the same thing.
Pretty much the same thing. And you're no longer behind the sticks. Now you have a 1st and 10 back. Line of scrimmage, the Ambridge 41. So that pass interference penalty aiding the Mustangs. And kind of get back on track here at the Ambridge 41-yard line with Crouch and McLay out to the near side. Senofani out of the shotgun with Jones to his left. Senofani takes the snap, run the whole way, well read defensively, and Senofani losing 5 in the backfield. Nice pursuit right up the gut, and the player who made the tackle
over all the way to the sideline. And the coach could just scream the play to him. You have to get that close.
That was Darren Cox that made the tackle. Has such long hair in the back. Took a minute to identify him there with the hair over the number.
It's not like the other team's going to hear what they yell to him. He could probably just come over to the hash mark and they could scream it to him.
Officially won as a 4-yard loss.
I could go out on the field and give it to him.
Triple right formation here. Senafani out of the shotgun. Jones off to his right as Senafani takes the snap. Senafani rolling to the near side. Steps up, fires, and completes the pass to Nick Crouch down to the Ambridge 37-yard line. Crouch is saying he caught the football at the 36. The official actually spotted him out at the 38. And the 38 is going to be the line where they mark him out. So it'll go as an 8-yard pickup. And it will be now third down and 7 for the Mustangs.
You got to figure you got two downs to get 7 yards here.
For Laurel Highlands.
They need the Ambridge 31 for a first down. Senafani stays out of the shotgun, triple left step, and the handoff goes to Marion Jones, and he's hemmed up here on the near side. In fact, he'll lose a yard, maybe 2. Back to the 30. Actually, no, it's back to maybe half a yard or so. Not as bad as I initially thought. But nonetheless, it's fourth down, 4th and 7. Back at the 38. And you're still at this position on the field where it's likely 4-down territory.
You know what? I don't know about. I mean, that's a long way to. Obviously, you're not going to kick a field goal, but you could punt here and get somehow. If you could somehow knuckle one down there and pin him inside the 10.
Play the field position game.
Yeah.
Triple left set here, 4th and 7. Need the 31 for a first down. Senafani rolling to the far side, stops, heaves it deep in a double coverage, and that pass is caught. Nick Crouch ripped it away, and he's into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. How did he come out of the pack with a football?
Well, it was intercepted at first, and then he just ripped it out of the defender's hands.
Wow.
I don't know if that's going to go as an interception and then a fumble return, but
I don't think he ever had possession of the defensive back, Steve.
It was close.
But the Crouch catch goes as a 38-yard touchdown. Crouch with a big kickoff return last week, a big reception here in Laurel Highlands in the lead at 12-7. I'm shocked they're not going for 2. They have the extra point unit on, and
he just
Nairn had another kick that was partially blocked at the line.
Well, it was blocked because he hit it so low. That was just not a good kick that time.
So it's 7:56 left here in the third quarter. Laurel Highlands on top 12-7, and we're back in 60 here on the C.R. Browner Group High School Sports Night.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school football teams a successful and healthy 2025.
Get more for your hard-earned dollars during the Labor Day sale at Reese Warehouse. Check out the savings throughout the store on famous brands of appliances and furniture. They were voted the best place in Fayette to buy appliances and mattresses. And hey, if you're buying a mattress, mention WMBS and you'll get a free bed frame. It's the Labor Day sale at Reese Warehouse, the superstore in Smithfield. Stop in and shop Monday through Friday from 9 until 6, Saturday 9 to 5, and Labor Day 9 until 2.
Jackson Nairn with a kickoff here for Laurel Highlands, hobbling down the field. Finally picked up right around the 10-yard line, and here on the run back is Priest again for Ambridge, and Priest across the 30 up to the 31-yard line. That's where the Bridgers will start. 1st and 10. That last Mustang touchdown drive ended up being a 7-play, 70-yard drive. Took 4:04 off the clock. Capped off on the Senafani to Crouch 38-yard touchdown pass. The kick failed, and Steve, I was shocked they didn't try to go for 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the missing the first extra point, sometimes it's tough to chase those extra points like that. But that just wasn't a good kick. I don't know if it's because of a new holder or what, but he just knuckled it.
12-7 Mustangs. Kane out of the shotgun. He's hemmed up. And Jones in on that tackle again for the Mustangs defensively. And Kane's going to lose about a yard on the play back to the 31 to bring up 2nd down and 11.
He would have been luckier as if it would have hit one of his linemen in the back and ricocheted up in the air and went through because the ball just kind of went right over the line, barely over the heads, and it went under the crossbar.
So 2nd and 11. We'll see what kind of answer back the Bridgers have. Yeah, they scored their only touchdown of the game on a Martise Priest kickoff return for a touchdown, which was the opening kickoff of the game. 2nd and 11, low snap. Kane pulls it down. He's going to look deep down the far sideline, but that pass overthrown. The intended wide receiver was Calvin Smith.
Not even close there. He just completely overthrew his wide receiver. Pretty good coverage by the Mustangs.
And credit Laurel Highlands facing a lot of adversity in this game. You lose your starting quarterback, you lose your starting tailback, and you're still up 5 midway through the 3rd quarter.
We're being 3rd down.
Now Ambridge facing 3rd and 11.
We're no medical experts over here, but it certainly doesn't look like Gary Ayers is going to play next week. For that, he can't even put his foot on the ground. And then I think Lyon doesn't even have his shoulder pads on. He's got ice all over his shoulder, so it's
what you're feeling down there, Gary?
Well, you're exactly right, and it looks not very good for Lyon either. But
they're going to hem up Kane here, and another 3, maybe 4-yard loss on the play, as the Mustang defense all over that in the backfield.
That's Jones and Lovett again.
It's going to send out the punt team.
It'll be 4th down and about 14. 3-yard loss on that last play.
How about this? Think about how tides turn in a game. They run the kickoff back, opening kickoff for a touchdown, and then the Mustangs don't do anything with it. In the first play, the quarterback runs 50 yards, and then after that, it's been all Mustangs.
Lurch to punt, back at the 12-yard line. Lucas sends it away. Another line drive kick.
Get away from it.
Spin on it.
Get away from it.
And Jonah Coleman's going to let it go. It's down to the 32-yard line, so Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 when we come back. Mustangs 12, Bridgers 7, 6:07 left here in the 3rd.
Brian, there's a flag at midfield.
Flag on the play.
Thrown at midfield.
It could be a block in the back, most likely, even though they weren't even trying to return it at that point.
Officials are going to pick it up. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience in stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
We did have a personal foul call there on the Mustangs. Was that helmet to helmet, guys?
that was a call, correct.
Helmet to helmets. So the Mustangs now will start this drive at their own 17-yard line. With Senafani out of the shotgun. Again, another high snap coming back. Handoff here on the near side. This time it's Aiden Bell. And Bell getting the carry. Just a minimal gain, maybe 2 up to the 19. Bring him 2nd down and 8. Bell last week, just 2 carries for 9 yards against Uniontown. Like Jones, he's another Mustang senior. 5'6", 166 pounds.
Well, he was pretty far down on the depth chart. Probably didn't think he was going to get a chance to play, and now he's in getting some carries, primetime carries here with just a 12-7 lead late in the 3rd.
I penciled him in tonight, Steve. Here's Senafani out of the shotgun again, 2nd and 8. Quarterback run the entire way, and Senafani bring it here across the 22 up to the 23-yard line. Gain of 5. Give the Mustangs a manageable situation here, 3rd and 4. And give Senafani a lot of credit. Tough spot for the freshman to come into, but
again, he's coming all the way to the sideline to get the play. They got to be a little more efficient.
Well, if he's going to start next week, I'm sure they'll work on that.
The play clock hasn't started yet. So
yeah, once again, they're having trouble. We might want to get it started.
Finally got it rolling. That'll aid the home team.
Yeah.
Senafani again with Bell to his left. Twin receivers to the near side. Single coverage to the far side. 3rd and 4. Nope. Senafani quick out near side. Yep. Pass complete. And that's brought in there by Josh Reed at the 32-yard line. Enough for Laurel Highlands' first down.
Pretty good throw.
Pickup of 7 to move the sticks.
What's going on? Why are they spotting it back? They call it incomplete?
They did spot it back.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
No, they got it. They got it. I don't know what they're...
The other official thought it was incomplete.
Yeah.
He did spot it back at the 24 for some reason.
Now he's at the 32. Well,
the officials are a little confused.
That's a first down.
Yeah, they got to move the sticks now.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 4. He picked up 7, maybe 8. So certainly enough for a first down. They move the sticks. We're down to 4:15 left here in the third. Mustangs on top of the Bridgers, 12-7. Senafani back out of the gun. Handoff this time to Aiden Bell. And look out here, Aiden Bell getting his opportunity and trying to make the most of it with a 9-yard gain up the middle, up to the Mustang 41 to bring up 2nd down and 1. We mentioned on the sports medicine at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital sports medicine team scoreboard. Already been a nice week for Fayette County Schools. Albert Gallatin a win over Carrick 54-30. And Uniontown a win 12-8 over Perry earlier on today. Laurel Highlands trying to keep the trend going.
So this is where you got a freshman quarterback, Brian, and you got 10 seconds on the play clock. You can probably start.
Oh, Senafani with a fumble. Yep. He's just going to fall on it. Back of the 33 will be a loss of 8.
I know it's early to start worrying about the clock, but you know you got the backup quarterbacks, backup running backs all over the place. The Mustangs can shorten the time in this game.
Now you go from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 9. With 3:02 left here in the third quarter, Laurel Highlands still up 5 at 12-7.
And that was a pretty good snap. He just dropped it.
Senafani again with Bell off to his left. Takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, looking near side. Pass complete. Nick Crouch again. Crouch, who had the touchdown catch for the Mustangs to put them on top. Fighting for yards here. He won't go down, and finally pushed out of bounds of the Ambridge 42.
Yeah, that's a good play there.
25 yards.
Crouch to get down, a little down and out pattern, and a good throw.
I love that, guys. That's a receiver that's going after the ball. He's not afraid. He's going up in traffic and making things happen.
A great catch there for Crouch. He is a player out there for Laurel Highlands. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs from the Ambridge 41. Keeping this drive going. Senafani with Marion Jones back into the game. Off to his left, and Jones is going to get the football. Jones up the middle, inside the 40. Jones won't go down either, inside the 35, and Marion Jones, another Mustang first down, taking it all the way down to the 30-yard line for an 11-yard gain.
See, what's going on here right now, Brian, is now Jones is coming off with an ankle.
Wow.
But, the Mustangs able to run the football a little bit is going to free up the pass rush. It's going to kind of mitigate that a little bit. They're going to have to respect the run, and it opens up the passing attack.
Ambridge taking a timeout. We'll step aside for a 60, 12-7 Mustangs. 2:30 left here in the third on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
After the Ambridge timeout, Laurel Highlands going back to work a 1st and 10 here from the Ambridge 30-yard line. Senefani out of the shotgun. Aiden Bell off to his right. Nick Crouch coming in motion. Handoff goes to Bell, and Bell hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. And
Bell
what's the injury situation looking like right now for Marion Jones with a flag on the play, Gary?
I think he's going to be able to come back in, but that's illegal motion on the Mustangs. You don't want to see that. But Jones getting his ankle looked at, but he seemed to say that he could get back in.
Just amazing, these injuries tonight, Steve.
5-yard penalty.
Well, that's football. Yeah,
Yep.
It's a physical game, a lot of contact. And unfortunately, sometimes these things, they happen in spurts, just get that injury bug and some pretty key positions. Linemen go down and,
Well, Bell went down, too, on the last play.
Yeah. You don't seem to notice it as much, but when your quarterback and your running backs go down.
So Senefani, direct snap, trying to run it himself, and he's going to lose 2. Back to the 37. So the 4th-string running back the Mustangs had in there was Colton Schweitzer, number 15.
Stop by Sheffield.
I didn't think we'd be going 4 deep on the depth chart at the tailback position for Laurel Highlands tonight.
Jones
Loss of 1.
does not have a helmet on, so I don't know if that's he's got now he's putting his hat on.
On 2nd and 17, line of scrimmage, the Ambridge 37. They need the Bridgers 20 for a first down. We're down to 1:23 left here in the 3rd quarter. Schweitzer remains the tailback to the right of Senefani in the backfield. Senefani, quick screen, high pass, brought down in traffic, Josh Reed, and Reed gets down to the 30-yard line. Kind of a dangerous throw, but Reed brought it down, able to pick up 7.
It's a very dangerous throw.
Complete the Reed.
I tell you what, this kid throws pretty good. He throws it. He's not afraid to throw it down the field.
No, he's not afraid at all. It's all good now until obviously one gets run back for a touchdown the other way, but they're right in the hot hand with him right now, and it's working out pretty well for the Mustangs. Now 3rd and 10. In the Ambridge 30, they need the Bridgers 20 for a first down. Schweitzer remains the tailback to the right of Senefani, who takes the snap. He's rolling near side. He's airing it out again in traffic. Another one brought down. This time it's Scotty McLay for a Mustang first down to the 19-yard line, 11-yard pickup.
I wonder if it's going to be a roughing the passer or a hold. It's either going to be a roughing the passer or a holding call.
The pass is complete to McLean.
They get Schweitzer there maybe on a hold.
That's a killer if it is.
Yeah, holding penalty against Laurel Highlands. It was face mask there. Yep, you're right.
Against Laurel Highlands.
Offensive face mask.
That's a killer.
Still, despite the penalty, another great throw from Senefani to McLean in traffic. Freshman to senior.
Penalty moves it back to the Ambridge 35-yard line.
So they'll push the football back to the Bridgers 35. The Mustangs can get to the Ambridge 20 for a first down. It'll be 3rd and 15.
Need to hurry up.
Play clock down to 10. Game clock is stopped right now, 25 seconds. They'll go trips to the left. Play clock at 5. Down to 3, down to 2 as Senefani takes the snap. And there's another quick in, that time going to Josh Reed. Just a minimal gain with another flag down. Flag thrown away from the reception.
Ineligible man downfield.
You might see the Bridgers decline this one. It is an eligible man down the field.
Eligible man downfield against Laurel Highlands.
I just punt it in this situation. If they're going to decline here, which I'm assuming they would, you're up 5. Maybe just play for a little field position. They are going to decline.
I'd take a shot at it. The kid's throwing pretty good. I mean, what are you going to do, Brian? You punt the ball into the end zone, you're gaining 12 yards.
Yeah. They're going to run the clock. They'll have some time to think about it. We'll head to the 4th quarter. Laurel Highlands 12, Ambridge 7, heading into the 4th. We're back in 60 here in the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday's Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Laurel Highlands facing a 4th and 12. Mustangs now work right to left as we describe it. At the Ambridge 32, offense still on the field. Again, Laurel Highlands now with their 4th string tailback and Colton Schweitzer in there. Gabe Senafani, the freshman quarterback. They're going to spread the field. Twins to the far side, single coverage to the near side. Johnson, the lone tight end on the left side of the line.
Could quick kick it. Little quarterback could just pooch it over the line and let it run down there inside the 10.
Opening play of this fourth quarter with Crouch coming in motion. Snap taken by Senafani. Quick out near side pass complete to Scotty McLay. He'll get upended at the 27-yard line. Just a gain of 5 on 4th and 12. So Ambridge will get the football back down 5 at 12-7. Any wind shift at all here, Gary, heading into the fourth quarter?
Sorry, I was talking to Tommy Schaefer down here, former Mustang.
Is Le'Veon Bell here tonight?
He is. He's around, coming around far side down by the Laurel Highlands band.
Maybe you can get some new batteries in that microphone and get an interview with Le'Veon. 11:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Ambridge with a football back down 5 to the Mustangs at 12-7. Interesting formation here with 3 blocking backs in front of the quarterback DJ Kane, who plunges up the middle and just gets 2 yards. And you go back to Ambridge's first play from scrimmage, Steve. Remember, Kane ran for 40 yards.
That was it. That's pretty much all they've done. And the Mustangs have done a really good job of playing some good disciplined football, bottling him up. And he really hasn't thrown the ball down the field at all. I mean, I know you said he's a Division I recruit, but I can't imagine.
That's what head coach Sherman McBride told me.
Yeah, at quarterback, I mean, he's not a thrower down the field, it doesn't look like.
Again, they're in sight here with 3 backs in front of Kane. Going to run the whole way, and Kane up the middle. That time got through the first line of Mustangs, was able to pick up a first down up to the Ambridge 38. With 11:03 left on our running clock here in regulation, Laurel Highlands on top 12-7.
And the ball carrier, spot by Lynn.
It's going to be interesting to see if Ambridge sticks with that. And the one change we've seen formation-wise, Steve, the first time we've seen those 3 protector backs in front of Kane on a regular basis tonight.
Basically snap him the football and let him run up the middle.
We're going to do it here again. This time, great pursuit defensively. Marion Jones again back in there, making the stop right at the line of scrimmage for no gain to bring up 2nd and 10.
It's a good play by Jones. You just got to be real careful about that. He came out of there celebrating a little bit. The officials looking at him.
Yes.
He was eyeballing him up a little bit. You just cannot afford a stupid penalty at this point.
Well, Kane's out of the game right now. Yeah. Getting a breather on the far sidelines. They've had some Wildcat sets in this game. Remember, they fumbled once in a Wildcat set with Shamar Underwood taking the snap. Everybody inside here on the 2nd and 10. And the Mustangs jumped across. That'll be an offsides penalty there on Talib Lovitz.
Penalty is encroachment.
Just 2nd and 10 becomes 2nd and 5.
Trying to get a head start.
Against Laurel Highlands.
And you know,
penalty.
you got to be about 95% sure it's just going to be a snap to the Wildcat quarterback and let him run right or left. So the Mustangs pretty much know what's coming.
And again, the Bridgers come in tight here on the 2nd and 5.
He flinched, but he did not go across. And I think the Mustangs are going to get called again.
They have Martise Priest now as the Wildcat quarterback. He's the Bridger that returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown in this game. They get the Mustangs again for an offsides penalty.
5-yard penalty.
You've had back-to-back offsides penties.
A pretty good view of that one down the line, Brian, right in front of me. It's actually on the line of scrimmage, is right in line with me now. But the Mustang went up. He did not look like he went across the line.
Now 1st and 10, line of scrimmage, the Ambridge 48. Another flag coming in. This time the Bridgers, I think, flinched.
Yeah.
So we've had 3 straight pre-snap penalties in this game. We're down to 9:29 left in regulation. Again, Laurel Highlands leading 12-7.
Penalties against Ambridge.
Marion Jones a touchdown run, and Nick Crouch
for illegal procedure.
a 38-yard touchdown reception for Laurel Highlands. Again, Martise Priest a kickoff return for a touchdown for Ambridge, accounting for all of the scoring. So now it's 1st and 15 after that full sequence.
Another false
Lynch
start.
Again, that time
right tackle.
Was the right tackle for Ambridge, and that was
number 52.
Rymere Underwood moving early. So now it's 1st and 20. That's now 4 straight pre-snap penalties.
2 on each team.
The clock's still rolling.
We'll bring the ball back.
And now they're going to bring Kane back into the game. You wonder if a lot of that, too, is you have the Wildcat quarterback, so the plays maybe being called in a different fashion than if you have Kane back there. They're kind of off on the snap count. So Kane back in now. 3 protector backs on the right side of the line. He's going to go left and look for running room. Kane turns the corner into Laurel Highlands territory, and Kane finally brought down. We'll see where they rule him out. Looks like it's going to be close to the Mustang 45.
Kane on the carry.
And that'll be about a 17-yard pickup if they rule him out there at the 45. And that's going to be the spot. Still about 3 yards short of the first down. Remember, it was 1st and 20. So now it's 2nd and 3. And the Bridgers making a little hay here. With the football now in Mustang territory on the far hash mark of the Laurel Highlands 45. Kane remains the Wildcat quarterback. They go heavy now on the left side of the line. Kane takes the snap. He's going to go here on the near side. Pursuit defensively, and Kane brought down, that time by Josh Reed. For about a half-yard loss on the play. So the last 2 plays, Steve, they've gone heavy on one side but ran to the other side. Trying to throw the Mustangs off defensively.
We'll take the football back.
That's a pretty good play defensively for the Mustangs.
It's really become a fun tactical game here late.
And now you have
3rd down and 4.
You got to believe it past on this side of the 50. It's 4-down territory, so they got to figure on 2 plays to get 4 yards.
3rd and 4 from the Ambridge 46. Kane right up the gut, and the Mustangs meet him right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 4th down.
It'll be 4th and 3. They're going to mark him at the 45.
Yeah, they gave him about a half yard, maybe a yard on the play.
They got to get to the 42. So they need 3 yards, and they have to go for it, I would think.
That brings up a 4th down.
So 4th and 3.
They've used 1 timeout, so they've got 2 left. But you just can't afford to punt now. Because even if the Mustangs get it and kick away, they haven't shown the ability to strike quickly. They're just that one big play.
Play clock at 5. Scoreboard just went out. The Mustangs jumped off sides. Nick Crouch came across the line here on the near side.
That's a killer.
That gives Ambridge.
You wonder if that
down.
Scoreboard going out messed with.
I agree.
Messed
you
with
saw
him
a little flash there.
You saw a flash. He's looking at that scoreboard because he's on the near sideline, looking over at the football, and which is right behind the football. In his view, it was the scoreboard, and it went out.
Yeah, they have a short somewhere. It was happening during the week as well. It was up here for a couple of soccer games, and the same thing was happening during the soccer games as well. So first down here for Ambridge and the Laurel Highlands 40, another pre-snap penalty.
That's going to be on the Bridgers, I believe.
This is unbelievable, the sequence of false starts and offsides we've seen on this drive. Now we'll go on the Bridgers to make it 1st and 15. I think Gary has a fresh set of batteries down there. Gary, take it away.
Well, you're right about that, Brian. The penalties are just amazing in this drive, and it's going back and forth, back and forth. The only thing that's helping the Bridgers is stopping the clock.
Down to 6:27 left here in the fourth quarter. How long of a drive has this been so far, Tony?
Over 5 minutes.
Well, the sequence of the penalties is what's helping the Bridgers. They're getting first downs on the Mustang penalties, and then they're just going back to 1st and 15.
Over a 5-minute drive so far, 1st and 15. Kane, the direct run the entire way right up the middle, and Kane inside the 40 down to the 39. They actually might give him the 38 here for a 7-yard gain.
If that would have happened in reverse on that couple times, it would have been 3rd and 9 instead of, or 4th and 9 it would have been instead of 1st and 10.
And Kane seems like he's getting dinged up pretty good right now, too. He's going back to the sidelines. They've had issues here with these Wildcat quarterback sets. They have Priest now as the Wildcat quarterback. And Priest will get the snap. Priest looking for the run up the middle, and Priest trying to break free. He's going to be close to an Ambridge first down here, depending on the spot. I think he has it. Yes, he does, down to the 29. Gain of 9. And Ambridge down 5 at 12-7.
How big are those 2 missed extra points right now?
Stop by Jones.
That's why I was still shocked on the second touchdown. They did not try a 2-point conversion there and decided to kick. Now 5:13 left. Priest remains the Wildcat quarterback, 1st and 10 from the Laurel Highlands 29. Priest trying to bust it out on the outside, well contained that time by the Mustangs defensively. Maybe a half yard there for Priest as we go under 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Priest on the carry again. Stop by a herd of
He's 2nd and a long 9.
No gain on the play.
4:50 left on a running clock here in the fourth quarter.
From the Laurel Highlands 29.
It's been pretty much smash mouth football here in the fourth quarter for the Bridgers.
This looks like a game from the 1960s, the way the Bridgers have been
You know
playing.
what's coming. They're going heavy on the right. Watch for Kane maybe to go back to the left as he's back in there. He's going to go that way. Marion Jones hits him behind the line and drops Kane for a yard loss, and now it's 3rd and 11. They went to the well, I think, one too many times with that set. Go heavy on the right, but they go to the left. Now 3rd and 11.
They have completely abandoned any thoughts of passing the football, haven't they?
They threw the ball for 74 yards last week. Kane was 8 of 17 against Western Beaver. 3rd and 11 here from the Laurel Highlands 31. That looked like motion. It was.
2 guys moving at the same time.
As Darren Cox moved early, coming across in motion. He had a shift from the other side as well.
Against Ambridge.
Now the 3rd and 11 becomes a 3rd and 16. And 3:50 now left here in the fourth quarter.
Ball back to the Laurel Highlands 36.
They need the Mustang just inside the Mustang 20 for a first down.
16.
It'll be 3rd and a long 16. Kane is your quarterback. They're going empty. And again, loading the right. Now man coming in motion, and Kane's going to put it up across the middle, pass tipped and picked off by Jonah Coleman. Coleman on the run back. Coleman across midfield. Jonah Coleman with a convoy. Couple of blockers out in front. He cuts back. Coleman inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. A huge interception off the deflection from Jonah Coleman.
Another pass that actually hit the receiver, and he got hit. It was a great defensive play, and then that ball just, the old tip drill, went right to Coleman, and he did a good job. And the Mustangs did a good job not to block in the back on the return. And now you can run the clock. They only have 2 timeouts left. And the if you could get a field goal here, put you in really good shape.
But they've struggled since Senafani's been the holder.
Well,
and now you have Aiden Bell, who's your third-string tailback in there to the left of Senafani. Triple left formation, but considering all the injuries tonight, the Mustangs can hang on here. I mean, what a win here at home. Game number 2 of a brand new high school football season. Senafani, hand off to Bell. Got to hang on to the football. And Bell maybe lost a half a yard.
They got to call timeout? No.
Ambridge with 2 timeouts left. Laurel Highlands still with their full complement of 3.
So now I see the coach pointing to the quarterback, tell him to look at that play clock and don't snap it. I mean, you don't want to snap it right at 0, but you want to snap it under 5 seconds. So let some clock run here. I mean, if the worst case scenario, you force them to use their timeouts and or run that clock inside of a minute.
Play clock down to 6. Senafani with Bell off to his left. 3 wideouts down to 2, down to 1. Senafani takes the snap. Freshman doing a great job there. And has the run right up the gut down to the 13-yard line. Just a minimal gain. Really didn't need much. Now Ambridge will take their second of 3 timeouts. With 2:21 left in regulation, we're back in 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Attention, Uniontown residents. When you head to the polls this November, remember to cast your vote for Uniontown City Councilman Jared Billy. Jared has proudly served as a council member for many years and is committed to serving all Uniontown residents with integrity, honesty, and old-fashioned hard work. So this fall, when you are considering your options on the ballot, remember to vote for Jared. He's working for you. Vote Jared Billy this November for Uniontown City Council.
Paid for by the candidate.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
2:21 left in regulation. Ambridge 1 timeout remaining. Laurel Highlands with the football at the Ambridge 13-yard line, up 12-7, trying to seal this game away.
Look, and now they're going under center.
Yes.
I don't know if I like that.
Senafani under center for the first time in this game. He's going to get flushed out.
He's just trying
sacked.
to get to the middle of the field for a field goal attempt is what he was trying to do there.
And you had the defender who made the sack there, Logan Wolf, kind of dancing around a little bit. Has to be careful as well not to pick up a personal foul. And now 4th down. Ambridge is going to take their final timeout. We'll step aside for a quick 30. Laurel Highlands with a field goal attempt upcoming, trying to go up 8. We're back in 30 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
Back here at Mustang Field, 4th down upcoming for Laurel Highlands. They're up 5, field goal unit.
They're not going to kick.
No, they're not going to kick.
I was going to say they were talking way too much in that huddle for a field goal try. If it was normal, I thought maybe they might fake it. But you know what? If you're gonna go for it, you might as well throw it in the end zone here.
Senafani has completed 9 straight. He'll put it up here again and look towards the end zone into double coverage. Well, he completes it to the wrong team.
That's all right.
Pass is intercepted there by Martise Priest.
But you know what? That's the play. You got to throw it in the end zone. If it gets picked off, so they get it at the 20, it's not the end of the world. You didn't want to throw one out to the side and just to get some yards, because then you're taking a chance on a pick 6.
So Ambridge with no timeouts, 2:07 left on the clock. They need to go 80 yards.
Well, you did what you had to do there. I mean, think about it. They had the ball down the other end, and we got that pick and went all the way down the other end, at least forced them to use their timeouts. And now they're in a tough spot. Now they're going to have to open up the offense a little bit. So now they come out in this 3-wide set.
Kane with a protector back off to his left, trips to the far side. Late substitution coming in for the Mustangs. Kane hit as he released the football, and the pass is going to be overthrown. Intended there for Nathan Sheffield, with the Mustangs' Josh Reed in coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10. And Marion Jones hurt again.
Incomplete.
No pressure on his left foot, hobbling to the sidelines here on the near side.
Reed on the coverage.
He's been hobbled a couple of times in this game. He'll go back down. Might just be a cramping situation here. They'll work on him. Now 2nd and 10 here for the Bridgers. Working left to right as we describe it. Down 5. 4 wideouts in the game. Quick screen got batted at the line. Deflected by Nick Crouch at the line of scrimmage. It was coming in on the rush on the far side. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Crouch has played a fantastic game for the Mustangs.
See, when you don't throw the ball down the field with any success at all, these kids they're sitting on these little screen and tunnel screens, and Crouch did a fantastic job of reading that, and was just went out there in the flat and got his hands on, almost picked it off.
Now 3rd and 10.
They better get some help over here on the left side. Only 2 receivers.
Kane has Darren Cox to his right as he takes the snap. Pressure coming right up the middle, and nobody home on the left side.
76 for the Mustangs, Brian. That's Green.
Zymir Green.
He did a good job. He got in there and got his big mitts on that football. Now you got 4th down.
Remember, Ambridge has no timeouts left.
So this is the game right here. If they don't get it, the Mustangs can kneel on it.
4th and 10 now for Ambridge, still from their own 20-yard line. 1:52 to play. But if the Mustangs play their cards right, they hold them here. Ambridge won't see the football again.
They just can snap the football.
Yes.
They just got to stop them here, though.
Kane going empty. Pressure coming right up the middle. Kane looking for the middle screen. No one home. And Laurel Highlands will take over on downs, up 5. Ambridge out of timeouts. 1:48 to play. And the Mustangs give them a ton of credit tonight. Noah Lyon, starting quarterback, down early with an injury. Starting tailback, Gio Guerriere, after a long run, injured. Marion Jones, injured throughout the course of the night, on and off. Aiden Bell's been a little bit dinged up. They've been 4 deep at tailback tonight. And now can just kneel on it here and go to 2-0 on the season. They'll head to Southmoreland next week. Scotties were up big at halftime again today as they look to go to 2-0 on the season. They had a win over Valley last week. Again, on our sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital scoreboard, Uniontown already with a win earlier on today. 12-8 over Perry. Albert Gallatin won last night, 54-30 over Carrick. Mustangs out of the shotgun here. All they have to do is take a knee, and they hand off to Aiden Bell. That's why I said, Steve, they play their cards right.
What are you doing?
That.
Well, what just fall down. You could fall down 4 times, and it's over. 3 times, it's over.
Gary, I think you were up with us at the Beaver playoff game a couple of years ago. Remember kind of a similar situation up there late?
I do, and you're right, Steve. I mean, you got to work the clock exactly correct, and there's no reason to take a chance on a handoff like that. And this would be the time to get up under center and take a knee.
Yeah, all you have to do is take 2 knees and the game's over. Play clock's at 13, game clock at 1:11. You take it down here under a minute, take a knee, and then you take one more snap and the game's over. That was an extremely risky handoff on that last sequence, and now Senafani takes a knee here at the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 16, but as long as they take it here under 40 seconds, take one more snap, the game's over. Ambridge is out of timeouts.
3rd down, 15.
And now they can, well, the clock stopped for some reason. Why is it stopped? Now it's rolling again with 35 seconds left. And now you can take your final knee. And the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, whenever Senafani decides to snap it, will go to 2-0 on the season. And this was a gutty win tonight. 12-7 over the Ambridge Bridgers. Was not pretty, but the Mustangs got it done. And here's Gary with our post-game coaching interview.
Okay, here with Coach Raffle once again. Coach, 2-0 to start the season. Gritty effort with some guys on the bench.
Absolutely.
And young guys stepping in.
Definitely.
Got to feel great.
Oh, absolutely. I told you, next man up, and these guys pulled that off. And we talk about how we overcome adversity over in the locker room, and they did it. So
Absolutely. And looking into the defense that you had and a couple key turnovers that had to be huge.
Oh, absolutely. And we pride ourselves in the defense right now, and these guys are holding it down. I love it.
Got to go.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
That's Gary with head coach Aaron Raffle, brought to you by Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Regardless of your legal problem, Davis & Davis promises you personalized, friendly hometown service. Stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll have our play of the game brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. All the final stats brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy. And after our local post-game's done, stay tuned for the Trim Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. Mustangs win it 12-7 over the Ambridge Bridgers. Back to tell you all about it right after this.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for nutrient products and also carries livestock, equine, and pet supplies. So if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of an all-new fence, All Around Fence has the answers you need. Visit them Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 9 to 1, or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Busy day? Feeling unwell? Don't feel like driving, but need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Phone 724-626-9600 or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Chris Parker Jr., hard to believe the 25-26 school year is here.
Easy for us to believe. 25 and 26 Hyundais are here. So is the Hyundai Getaway sales event. Get away with 0% financing for 60 months on the full-size luxury
I'm good.
third row 2025 Palisade.
Whatever you want to do.
Redesigned third row 2025 Santa Fe and Santa Fe Hybrid. Or up to $2,750 HMS bonus cash on Palisade and up to $3,500 HMS bonus cash on Santa Fe. And your first payment is not due for 90 days.
I hear you. What about selection?
We still have a great selection of new 25, so we're lowering prices and offering above Blue Book value for your trade. Plus 0% financing for 60 months on the 25 Palisade, 25 Santa Fe, and Santa Fe Hybrid. And first payment not due for 90 days.
Plus Hyundai owner assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection with every new Hyundai purchase, and 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown, or visit their website at autolandhyundai.com.
And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland.
Attention South Union residents. On Election Day, vote for me, Patrick Mahoney, for Township Supervisor. As a lifelong Township resident and a Laurel Highlands graduate, I extend my best wishes to the Mustangs for a great season. As your Township Supervisor, I will be available 24/7 to listen to your ideas and your views, and I will work diligently to bring in good jobs with living wages so that the younger generation can stay in our community. On November 4th, I would appreciate your vote for South Union Township's supervisor. Go Mustangs.
Paid for by the candidate.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Laurel Highlands Mustangs moving to 2-0 on the season, a 12-7 win over the Ambridge Bridgers here at home tonight. Let's first take a look at the scoring summary. Ambridge taking the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. Martise Priest, an 89-yard kickoff return for a touchdown just 13 seconds into the game. Lambert out of the extra point. It was 7-0 Bridgers. This is a game full of injuries on the Laurel Highlands side. The Mustangs lost their starting quarterback, Noah Lyon, with an injury earlier. Gio Guerriere also left, did not return. Marion Jones, who was the second-string tailback, was battling injuries. Aiden Bell was the third-string tailback, even left for a couple of plays as well, injured. And the Mustangs were down a fourth-string tailback, Colton Schweitzer. But it was Jones who scored the Mustangs' first touchdown of the game, a 2-yard run, capped off a 5-play, 63-yard drive that actually was aided by a long run from Gio Guerriere. Extra point was blocked. It was 7-6 Ambridge. And then the go-ahead score for the Mustangs, which ends up being our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game. Gabe Senafani to Nick Crouch. A 38-yard touchdown pass to Laurel Highlands on top, 12-7.
Triple left set here, 4th and 7. Need the 31 for a first down. Senafani rolling to the far side. Stops, heaves it deep into double coverage, and that pass is caught. Nick Crouch rips it away, and he's into the end zone for Mustang touchdown. How did he come out of the pack with a football?
Well, it was in.
And, guys, I was absolutely shocked that Crouch was able to pull that one in, Steve. I mean, I thought initially that ball was going to be picked off.
Well, it looked like he had it, and Crouch just took it away from him, which was a great play, just a kid wanting the football. And not only was he able to take it away, then he scored, which was unbelievable. It was just a great heads-up play on his part.
And Gary, you had a pretty good view of that one down on the field.
I sure did, and that was we saw that a lot this evening, but the Mustang receivers going up in traffic and pulling down the ball, and that one just was the highlight of the game, and give him a lot of credit. That kid just wanted the ball, took it away from the defender, and just fell into the end zone. Very fun to watch.
And Crouch really seems like a player that contributes on all sides of the football. And Gary, he's actually down right along the fence. Maybe you can head on down there and see if you can catch up with him after the game. Might be a great opportunity to talk to him. Certainly one of the stars for the Mustangs here today, Nick Crouch. But he also had to be impressed with the defense. And one play that certainly sealed the game was a Jonah Coleman interception late, with Ambridge driving kind of an odd drive that had multiple penalties, both false starts for Ambridge, offsides penalties for Laurel Highlands, and the Bridgers were faced with a gotta-have-it play down the field, and Jonah Coleman coming up with a huge interception for the Mustangs.
It'll be 3rd and a long 16. Kane is your quarterback. They're going empty. Again, loading the right. Now man coming in motion, and Kane's going to put it up across the middle, pass tip, and picked off by Jonah Coleman. Coleman on the run back. Coleman across midfield. Jonah Coleman with a convoy. Couple of blockers out in front. He cuts back. Coleman inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line.
And that was a terrific run back, guys, from Coleman after the pick as well.
I'm here with Nick Crouch.
All right, we'll send it down there with you, Gary, and with Nick real quick. Go ahead.
Thanks, guys. Nick, that was a fantastic game. You guys held it together after that touchdown run to start the game. Mm-hmm. Take us through that touchdown catch. It was looked like it was going to be intercepted, and you just ripped it away.
Well, I told him, hey, we're running this play. The coach told him just throw it up to me. And I saw it was a little short, so I had to go up and get it. It was in his hands, but I ripped it out and it just went in.
That's an awesome effort, and that's something you guys practice on a daily basis. It looked like you guys were doing that pretty much the entire game, going up in traffic and pulling down those passes.
Oh, we get competitive in practice. We try to do it all the time.
Well, good job, and keep it up, 2-0.
Thank you, yes. Got to keep going.
All right.
All right, thank you.
That's Gary with Nick Crouch down there. And, Steve, the defense was huge tonight.
Defense was terrific. They really did a good job of stopping that quarterback for them. He really looked good on that first play and then really didn't do much. Had a couple of runs, but nothing like that first run that he had, which was 40-some yards. But they really did a good job bottling him up. He really did not throw the football very well down the field. Our guy actually looked better, and it was really, nothing against our starting quarterback, but the kid that came in, the freshman.
Senafani.
Yeah, he just, there was no drop-off. Actually, he threw the ball down the field like it was like a gunslinger. He had nothing to lose, and he was just having fun out there and slinging it around, and,
And just considering his age, the future really bright with him only being a freshman.
Yeah, he did a terrific job.
We'll take a quick timeout, and then Tony's back with all the final stats. Mustangs win it 12-7 over Ambridge tonight.
Injured in an accident and don't know where to turn or what to do? Here at Radcliffe Martin Law, we can help you navigate your issues and resolve your claim. Unlike firms nowadays that advertise aggressively for your case and aren't even located in the state, we're right in your backyard. We have the knowledge to quickly and efficiently handle your claim. Don't waste time on an out-of-state attorney who will dilly-dally and then tell you to get a local attorney. Give us a call right now and see how we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939. Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 62 years and providing quality, reliable service, Ted Sova and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova and Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your Best in Fayette gold medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. Needless to say, he's ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194 and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work they can do for you.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Hey everybody, Friday night under the lights are back. High school football is more than a game. It's about community, teamwork, and pride. Just like our local heroes who serve our nation. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds is proud to honor our veterans with the Veteran ID program. By recording your DD-214, veterans can receive a secure photo ID and access discounts at participating local businesses. Support our student athletes. Support our veterans. Together we build a stronger Fayette County.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Laurel Highlands a 12-7 win tonight over the Ambridge Bridgers here on our post-game show. Tony, as your final stats, they're brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, now located in Health First Medical Center, building out Route 119 near the Fayette County Fairgrounds. Tony, take it away.
All right, Brian, thank you much. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs in the victory, Noah Lyon was 3 for 4 passing for 32 yards prior to that injury. Gabe Santafani, and he finished 9 for 13 with 103 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Big number there, Brian, was he was 8 for his last 9 for 100 yards in that second half. His main receiver was Nick Crouch, who had 4 catches for 81 yards, including that 38-yard touchdown. Josh Reed with 4 catches for 22. Scotty McClay had 3 catches for 29, and Jacob Johnson 1 catch for 3. On the rushing end, Gio Guerriere was still the leading rusher, even though he got injured in that first half. 10 carries, 74 yards, the big one, that 62-yard run. Marion Jones had 8 carries for 25 yards and a 2-yard touchdown run. Aiden Bell, 5 for 9. Santafani had 7 carries for -4 yards. Scotty McClay, 1 carry for -3. And Nick Crouch, 1 carry for 3 yards. Noah Lyon also had 2 carries for 6 yards prior to the injury. Mustangs ran 51 offensive plays. They had 110 yards rushing, 135 yards passing, 245 total yards, 10 first downs, only 1 turnover, that being the interception by Santafani late in the fourth quarter. And the big number, they had 11 penalties for 77 yards. The big number there, Brian, they had 8 penalties for 60 yards in that second half alone. So just an interesting number, and I'm sure Coach Raff will want to work on that going into next week. On the other side for the Ambridge Bridgers, DJ Kane, only 1 completion in 10 attempts for 13 yards. He had 2 interceptions as well. His lone completion was to Enzo Cottrell for 13 yards early in that first half. DJ Kane was the leading rusher, 20 carries for 79 yards. He had 39 yards on the first carry, so you figure the Mustangs bottled him up for 19 carries for 40 yards the rest of the game. Did a nice job. Shamar Underwood, 2 carries for 2 yards and a fumble, and Martise Priest had 4 carries for 24 yards. The Bridgers ran 36 offensive plays. They had 105 yards rushing, 13 yards passing, 118 total yards. They had 10 penalties for 65 yards, 7 first downs, but the big number, 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a lost fumble.
And Tony, one eyebrow-raising score on our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Fourth quarter, Aliquippa up 42-7 on Bell Vernon tonight.
Well, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying that a lot of players from Bell Vernon obviously graduated, and some actually transferred out. So, a lot of work down there now for the new coach to come in and try to rebuild the program here this year.
Again, your final score here, 12-7. Laurel Highlands defeating Ambridge. We're back with a final word from Mustang Field in just a moment.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group. 724-437-9812 or go to SprowellsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potters on Facebook. We'll see you at Potters.
Your heat on the fritz? Your AC stopped working? Your pipes backed up? Did your lights go out? Well, for all your heating, air conditioning, electric, and plumbing emergencies, Chips Residential Services is here for you. Located right in Uniontown and offering 24-hour emergency service, let the experts at Chips help you through all your emergency needs, as well as installation and regular service. Call 724-366-8046 to get the help you need today. Your hometown team of technicians, Chips Residential Services.
At the Davis & Davis Law Firm, we understand that facing legal challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we are here to guide you along the way. This is attorney Michael Mays, and at Davis & Davis Law Firm, we have over 45 years of experience, and our team is dedicated to fighting for your rights and making sure you can maximize the amount of money that you deserve. If you are hurt, injured, or need help with workers' compensation, call us today for your free consultation at 724-437-2799. The Davis & Davis Law Firm, you won't pay us anything until we win your case.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back wrapping things up here at Laurel Highlands High School tonight, where the Mustangs have knocked off the Ambridge Bridgers by a score of 12-7. One other score on our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Meadville, a 35-14 win over Connellsville tonight. That game at Meadville High School. Tony, we had a lot of fun the last time we went to Meadville, right?
Yes, we did. That was an interesting time.
Yes. Steve, your final thoughts tonight.
Well, who would have ever thought when they returned that kickoff for a touchdown, those would be the only points they would score?
I agree.
And that was give the Mustangs credit. They gave up one big play early to the quarterback running those 40 yards down the right sideline, and then they pretty much stuffed them the rest of the game. The Mustangs defense played terrific, and then you had a couple of guys, several backups come in for the Mustangs offensively at the skill positions, and the quarterback did a great job. A couple running backs by committee there did a fantastic job, and they didn't make any big mistakes. I mean, they made a couple of stupid, offside penalties, that gave them some first downs, but it didn't seem to hurt them, and so the Mustangs. That's a pretty good win for the Mustangs.
Next week's going to be a lot tougher game against a very strong Southmoreland team that's now 2-0 on the season. Gary?
Well, I echo a lot of things that Steve said, but the poise of the freshman quarterback and the other individuals that came in to replace the injured players was unbelievable, and it was impressive to watch. And as we said, the opening kickoff, that really kind of put their heads down for only a few minutes, and then they came back strong to support the offense with a great defensive effort. And Le'Veon Bell was in the house. He was over there hanging with the students for a good while, took some pictures, and couldn't get an interview. Too much good action on the field for that.
Tony?
Well, you got to give credit first off to Nick Crouch and Marion Jones, because they both played fantastic games. Jones, especially on the defensive end, and when you go back to and you look, Crouch made that big sack on a fourth down play. Jones made a lot of great stops against Kane running, and the Mustangs defense did a fabulous job. Give Santafani a lot of credit too. Came in, threw the ball well. Actually, I noticed too, he throws a lot of balls before the receivers make their break. So he's really did a nice job. Yes, he really did a nice job. So give him a lot of credit. And you know what? You got to give the O-line a little bit of credit too for the Mustangs. They opened up some big holes, especially on that one where Gary Air busted it out for 62 yards. So you know what? Overall, a really nice job. I thought they'd have a lot of trouble with the speed of Ambridge, but as it turns out, the defense stepped up and played a great game.
Yeah, they kept them in check, and not only did they have the opening kickoff return for a touchdown, remember really their first play from scrimmage. After that, Kane ran for 41 yards, and I think that was pretty much the major extent of their offense.
Well, and he had what? He finished with overall after that first run, he had 19 carries for 40 yards.
Yeah.
So really they bottled him up and did a great job. So congratulations to the Mustangs. And, again, great defensive effort by them.
We're back with a pair of games on our platforms next week. 2 Fayette County teams meeting over at Bill Power Stadium, Brownsville at Uniontown. That game will either be on our Facebook or our YouTube page, whatever page that one's not on. We'll have the Laurel Highlands Southmoreland game for you. The Mustangs and Scotty's also on the radio. Steve will join me for that game. Tony, I think you're going to be there too. TJ and Gary will have the Brownsville Uniontown game with Billy Dice behind the camera. Carl will have our camera next week. Should be a lot of fun. All starts with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6 o'clock. And, guys, another fun night.
Yep.
Good night.
Mustangs win it 12-7 over the Ambridge Bridgers. For Gary Frankhauser, Steve Suprick, Tony Hinola, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, and Carl Childs behind the camera. This is Brian Morozak. So have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score, Laurel Highlands 12 and Ambridge 7. So long, everybody.
McClure and